people. So here we are. It is Monday morning, a very wet Monday morning across Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, wet and soggy.
Oh gosh!
And and the water's at build up already.
I don't know what about water. This was whether to stay home under my cover.
Yeah.
Yes, whether
All right.
by myself or with somebody next to me. This is whether not to come outside. This is whether to stay home, unless he's Lennox Smith. All right, because we know with oversized clothes like that,
You
ain't catching no fish.
No.
All right.
No. Hey.
He could hide outside over in that jacket, you know. I tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have Lennox fish on that.
Well, he might have fish home. Who knows? He might have a guppy or goldfish swimming around.
Oh, Grandakai. Oh, Grandakai.
Hey, morning to the Grog Report team. Nigel Snipes, Lennox Smith, and of course, the
Andy
adorable
Williams.
Andy Williams.
Yeah.
We are out of here. All right, so.
Hey, you make Lennox say this morning.
He make Lennox say?
Yeah, you make Lennox say this morning.
Lord of
You want the
mercy.
program this morning? You want the program?
That is pressure.
How you end up saying it?
He left a solid load.
Oh, okay.
All right, nice one.
We are out of here.
We are out of here.
Lennox, we out of here. Didn't sound strong, man.
It sounds timid. It's missing something.
Oh, yeah, nah.
It sounded like he was happy to go.
But yeah.
Good morning,
Hey.
Good morning, TNT.
This is Talk City. This is off the record. We're
What?
here till 12.
Well, I seen on the front day with CARICOM. It have a man take out a clip. Watch it. People are real different in this town, you know, Jed. They see this thing called social media.
It dread.
They're different. The man set a jab with Prime Minister. You really jab and she jabs in between in his speech. He open the Prime Minister now. With the open speech. He share about 4 or 5 jabs in between. About if you're having different difficulties, come out and talk and blah, blah, blah. And every so often the cameraman only zooming in on camera. Only zooming in on camera. You know, they take out that piece and put it up on Facebook. That's what people are real sick out there, though, Jed. They're
Well,
sicker.
Well, you know, that was the CARICOM thing that she went to?
Yeah.
She spoke yet?
No.
Oh, gosh.
But she was in the audience listening to what the Prime Minister was saying, because the Prime Minister only showing jobs, so she just listened. So every 5 minutes the camera is swinging. Swinging on her now to watch her facial expression.
Which Prime Minister is that?
I will be Drew, I think.
Saint Lucia?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me get Drew the little one in here, right? If you're talking first and you're talking before camera, you ought
Mistake.
not. Somebody advise you
Yeah,
very bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because the counter punch that come in,
Yeah.
it gonna be very dread.
Knock you out.
It will be played here, I would imagine.
Yeah,
just like the last one.
She different like
She
that.
gonna floor you.
She's different like that.
It's two left hook on our
All you
pocket.
feel that little old lady, only dealing with, only get tap with that old lady.
Jab,
That experienced old lady, yeah. Get tap.
Here where Drew do
Real sharp.
Here where Drew do they.
Yeah.
You come in a big fight, a big prize fight, heavyweights, and you come and you only jabbing. You're just jabbing. You throw 2 jab. You're just jabbing. You're just jabbing. But when she duck that jab and she come up with that uppercut and hit you 2 hooks, so whap, whap, you're going to be on the floor. It's not getting up.
She
I know I
sit
tell
your
you.
hand. She sit your hand.
Yeah, you don't do that. You went down the wrong road there, I feel.
I don't know who does come up with her quips, but
But brother man,
very
whoever
good.
it is,
whoever it is,
they're real good.
or if she alone does come, but she's come off the cuff with it.
She's also good on her feet.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah, she's come off
quick
over the
off
cuff, yeah,
She quick on the draw.
yeah.
You understand? As Akash Samaru
So
found
don't
out.
get tapped with that
Right?
little feeble old lady. Don't get tapped and tell yourself she can't walk and she can't this and she always drunk and all kind of talk. All they talking. All they get tapped with that lady.
Best
Uh-huh.
Eh?
Baz Leopande on his feet.
Yeah,
And she was around him.
yeah. Well, for a while, yeah.
He had Manning. Pandy had Manning too. Manning was quick off the cuff. Them fellas, remember them fellas?
All I can say, all I want. She's one of the best orators among the best orators of Trinidad and Tobago as leaders. She's a very good orator where that's going to go. She's jammed them in the Parliament Real Journal.
And she have
She's handled them Real Journal.
when she in front of CARICOM another country, she have the little old lady status too,
Yeah.
Because she will hit you for 6, but you'll see this little old lady.
Yeah.
She looking so sweet.
Yeah.
I gotta take it. Oh, that's.
I know she's
I
a freak.
can't get vexed. You just have to take it now, boy, because
It'll be rough. It'll be rough.
I
don't know what you're doing.
I await a response.
Yeah.
I await a response.
But I know she's not taking Barnett as the.
Well, yeah, we know that.
She's not accepting that,
We know that for sure.
and she will quit where that is concerned. When she gets a chance to do what she has to do.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about we say something about leaders must be here to deal with issues and wherever you know, last time there wasn't there kind of thing. So you know he must throw in that quip.
Mm-hmm.
So I wait to hear what's going on with that.
Well, we'll see. On another note, well, oh gosh, boy. I don't know which funeral home will be responsible, but all the Brazilian fans, just a little touch on the World Cup there, that Brazil has left the World Cup. The plane has already left the airport. They will be landing in Brazil this morning. They are back home.
All right.
So
Brazil, die.
All the Trinazilian fans have all at home. There will be no number 6 this World Cup. You will have to wait about 30 years, about 3 decades before they could see that. Right?
We'll
they need to wake up to that realization that they will see another World Cup. I've been telling my cousin that since whenever, you know, since about 99, 2000, you know. I said Brazil have my next World Cup to win, you know. Right? For a very, very long period of time. That team ain't good. Norway run them. And they're just lucky they get a penalty that penalty at the end there was a little thing to make the score look a little closer than it actually was, but you know. All them Brazilian fans, bye-bye.
They bring on Neymar to it?
They bring on Neymar, he take the penalty for them, the second penalty. The first one they missed, they get a penalty for
the first one. Who was that take that penalty? I was trying to understand who that player.
That is Bruno Guimaraes.
No,
He has played for Newcastle in England.
No, me know.
But the game of the tournament was last night. England-Mexico, boy.
Yeah, boy.
That game was
exciting.
Fire, boy.
Oh, was exciting, boy.
That game had
Going
everything
and
in it, you
coming.
know.
Yeah, but it start off slow, man. It start off slow.
It start off a little,
Start
because
off a
it's the
little slow.
Azteca.
Yeah.
So England had to approach with caution.
Yeah.
Right? Because they just had to prepare for that mentally and physically and everything, But they handled themselves well.
Yeah.
The Kwanzaa, I don't know what Kwanzaa was thinking.
It was Mexico and England yesterday.
Mexico and England, yeah.
And who won yesterday?
England win the game 3-2.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Mexico make a good run at it in the Azteca. That's the first time in 13 years that they lose a competitive game at the Azteca.
So
They do not lose there. This is only
Mexico
the third
out.
game ever. Mexico out. So that is 2 host nations gone. Mexico and Canada.
Where's Simpson? I think Portugal and Spain, I think.
Portugal and Spain playing today.
Portugal and somebody play.
Portugal and Mexico.
It was Portugal
Yeah,
and
hard
Mexico.
luck there, Simpsons.
Right.
Everybody predictions off this World Cup, brother. But that was
somebody
a fantastic game
Somebody
last
say in the
night.
chat, but we lose real money so far
No,
in the games.
no, I win yesterday. I win. As a matter of fact, my bet didn't finish yet, you know. I still have one more game to go in the bet, which is the Spain-Portugal game today.
Right.
I didn't go down into the United States-Belgium game because I don't know how
we
that
have
will
what
swing.
today? We have what today?
Actually, I bet that game.
Portugal
I'm
and Spain.
I'm going to tell you I bet that game. I'll go pull up my bet here for all you know. All you feel, let me tell you something, I did put some money on Paraguay.
Right.
I spent a little 200, you know what I mean? But
Right.
they say what? And France, all them French supporters that thought they would have run over Paraguay. All you see what happened, right? It's a penalty. All right, it's just a penalty. But I play smart because I know
Right.
France ain't scoring no big set of goals against Paraguay.
Right.
So what I did is this is the bet that I have running. So it coming up now. Lovely. Let me take off this Wi-Fi because that's slow done. Boy, that's slow like yeah. So the bet I have was I took France and Paraguay under 3.5 goals. So
Right.
the game ended up 1-0. So
right,
that
okay.
win.
Right.
So I know more than 3 goals in scoring in that game.
Right.
Right? Then I
Right.
went Morocco to win outright versus Canada. Then I went Colombia to beat Ghana.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Then I went Norway to win or draw against Brazil.
Okay.
They win the game. Right? And I went England, Mexico. I went England to qualify, which they did.
Right.
Right. So the next game I have here is Portugal, Spain. Both teams to score.
Let me see what that is. Let me see what that is.
Both teams to score. You can scroll up and down it. The green, the ones in the green, that's the one that done win already. So I just waiting. Actually, I did play the US and Belgium game. I played the US to win or draw.
Win real money.
I don't think Belgium will beat them in 90 minutes. Right?
USA and Belgium.
Yeah, I don't think Belgium could win them in 90 minutes.
You go down the penalties. Now go down the penalties.
I feel so. I play USA, I think, to win
But
or
I
draw.
two strong team playing there, so it's any which way it could go.
And I think you could expect goals on both ends between Portugal and Spain today. So I played out both teams to score. Once both teams score,
Right.
my bet win. I'd rather wait 9. It could be in 15 minutes. The rest of the game could play my bet done inside. Both teams score.
When you get back money with this?
As soon as the last game win, they just put it in your account.
Both teams to score, like Portugal and
Spain. Yeah, that could be a little. Both teams should score in that game. I expect an attacking game. Spain ain't gonna sit back and rock back against Portugal. And I don't think Portugal will approach.
Where's double chance or where's that now?
The double chance? That is what, the last game?
USA Belgium.
Right, I still win or draw. That double chance. So USA could win the game or draw the game. And once that happen, I inside it. So yeah. But I see that the Donald there's been some controversy there over Donald Trump's call to the FIFA president
and
on the American player and having the review of the red card.
He also we call him the player back in, not so?
The player back in, yeah. FIFA said, well, yeah, they reviewed it and it wasn't intentional, it was accidental, so he wouldn't be banned.
So what is the purpose of being the most powerful man on earth?
If you can't make a call. No, but
I don't understand that.
Listen. Here what happened. They're trying to create a controversy over that call and saying thing. But it should be reviewed.
Right.
Right? Because Lionel Messi made the exact same tackle
in the first game
and did not get a card.
They just wave it on.
So if you are saying, they're talking about, I listened to the pundits on one of the sports stations last night saying that this setting a bad precedent when FIFA could review these things and review a ban. But they've done it before with Cristiano Ronaldo. Right? He was on a 3-match ban, they reviewed it and they reduced it to 1 match. Right? Some years ago. So they have done it before. It's nothing that they haven't done before. But the controversy here is that the Trumpster make a call.
Right.
But the man is the president of the United States. That's the team, is the country playing.
Yeah, the young orange guy.
And on principle, and if we're talking about setting precedent, because you see, this is my thing with all them sports pundits, you know, they just talk about, well, there's a bad precedent to set and wherever when they're talking about these issues.
Right.
But they don't go back to see where the precedent was set.
Right.
The bad precedent was set when Messi made the tackle and didn't get a card.
Yeah, but he didn't get a card for that.
He didn't get a card.
We talk about that, yes.
You understand? So if he can't get a card.
Yeah, they just wave it on to him, so get a yellow card.
Not in my yellow card, nothing. The referee just gave my warning and carry on with the business. So the precedent was set since then. So if I watch it now, and I say, but wait now, but this is very similar to the Messi tackle and Messi didn't get a card. So why my player get a red card and had to be banned for 2 matches?
Right.
Look, all they review that. Right? Or banned for a match or whatever.
Right.
I asking for a review based on, and I'm sure that in FIFA's in FIFA's review, that may have been brought up. That look, we set a precedent here. So it's par for the course. If you ask me, I don't mind. I don't think Belgium could beat America in 90 minutes anyway. I think that Belgium team always overrated and underachieved. So we'll see what happens there.
Well, that explains Brazil team right now.
But Brazil is just
Brazil team is just tired.
Just
tired.
Yeah. On the other fronts, I see here this morning, bad road blame and driver's death, but police urge practice caution.
I saw that this one, but I didn't go down into it.
You didn't go down into it? Well, I just looked at the headline, man, but
All I studied was
Residents-
Julian John when I saw that headline, that's the first thing ran to my mind.
Jolene, that the first thing jump in my mind. So residents of Caparo in central Trinidad are urgently calling for the Santa Philippa Bridge and the roadway to be repaired after a man died in a fatal accident on Saturday morning. They now fear that if the infrastructure goes unfixed, it may pose danger to other drivers. And speaking with the Express yesterday, one resident who asked to go unnamed said while Saturday's accident was not the first caused by the deteriorated roadway at the Santa Philippa Bridge, located along the Caparo Valley Brasso Road, it was the first fatal accident.
Okay.
So there were accidents before, but we had to wait till a man dead now.
Yeah, well,
Right?
I did favorite.
Apparently. 2 weeks ago, she reported a resident's car was written off after the driver crashed while attempting to swerve from hitting a pothole. The pothole, she claimed, was caused by works conducted by, guess who?
Rohan?
By WASA. 2 weeks ago.
Workers against smooth asphalt?
That exactly. And this work that was done 2 weeks ago. And since then, she said the authority did not repair the roadway, which is, you see, look,
My car dropped in a hole the other day. I had to come out and apologize to the guys.
this thing. No, I can't maybe talking about a fatal accident here, but it's just what you say. But no, this is the problem, X. We've been having these problems for decades now, right? Where WASA does repairs and then the road is not repaired.
I don't know
immediately.
why. I have been, well, I'm in a position to ask now, but and I want to ask the chairman basically, why we don't have a hitch wagon behind those paving activities with a little
Right.
bitumen and a hitch wagon and
Right.
little thing.
To repair one time.
So when they cover back, they just full and
smooth-
out
and,
there. And have a steamroller, there's a small steamroller working with them.
It have the
and
little
just come-
machines that is
and the
used
little
to,
machine
that
too.
machine is used to
You
do
know what I
that.
mean? Why that not happening for years? I don't understand. Is it that they
It can't-
expecting another leak? Well, there are places that have been leaking continuously
Yeah.
for a number of years.
That's because of the poor infrastructure
because
that
of
needs
the
to be upgraded. Right.
because the piping under the ground is about 50 years old, right? And over time it will, you'll have wall loss and that kind of thing, right?
Right.
Because you get that over time when you have constant liquid going through a pipe kind of thing. So you would go and change out a section, but the rest of the pipe is aged infrastructure.
Right.
So it will boost out a leak somewhere down the road, wherever.
Yeah.
So is it that just leave it to come back to
I
see
don't
what a
know.
leak?
I don't know.
What's the philosophy. How does this work?
Look in St. James, right? On I think his partner street. That's the street with Mukarapu Cemetery, right?
Alright.
By the corner at the end of I think is Nizam Street and Partner. Right by the corner there. For years.
Yeah.
That road always have a leak. They come and repair the leak and then it just bursts out again. And that going on, I talking about for over about 10 or maybe 11 years now.
Maybe they're supposed to have what's called as-built drawings, right? Of all the piping infrastructure under the ground and whatever, right? 'Cause from inception. Well, I don't know if back then they used to do that, right? But when they were putting on pipe, it should have as-built drawings.
Right.
Or if it didn't have that then, it should have it now because they have technology that they can see into the ground and see where the piping running, wherever,
Right,
and they
right,
can map
right,
out.
right.
You can map out a set of drawings based on that, right? So you know well where your critical infrastructure is below the earth and wherever the case will be, and where your porous pieces of pipe may. I really don't understand the philosophy, but I guess we just going with the philosophy as is. For now, I am hoping that we could change it at least. This government could change it. But that concept is a played out concept.
Right.
Something is wrong, definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Because pipe bursting out here, then it bursting. So even if you cover back the hole, and you smooth it out and you put your asphalt and your whatever, does that suffice? Are you expecting the pipe to burst out again? I don't know what is. I haven't spoken to any WASA man yet, but I'll get to them and find out. Because I have 4 people on that board, including the chairman.
Okay.
That I talk to regularly. I had a sewer problem that I engaged. The other you say you don't know nothing about this?
Who?
Stephan was in a wrestling match with France.
Look
Right.
now, man.
That we say.
Now,
he say-
Paraguay players was playing nasty, yeah? They play a nasty game. Like, the plan was just kick down them fellas and hope for the best. They ain't come to play football. They really come to play some kind of different sport. I will admit to that. From what I saw.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
So basically, the way how we approach situations like these is a problem. You know, so I don't know what is the underlying philosophy. I was good with the wastewater chairman, but I see the paper style like a punch model these days on some issue. I don't know what was his, in terms of the tenure and how long he working and whatever. But he's also a alderman in a corporation too.
Okay.
Right. So, but he's Wassa wastewater
manager.
Yeah.
Well,
so
my thing is there are simple things that we could fix, or ought to be fixed, and that is one of them. Wassa come to, this is a foregone conclusion. This is common sense. You come to dig up a road and repair it. You repair it. You
Cover
just
it
need
back
to
up.
have just cover it back up and take it one
and
time.
all they would take it a little hitch wagon with a little asphalt.
And
you
I
know.
said it's a simple fix. Some of these things are not complicated. You understand? And it don't take giving out $1 million contracts to get it done. This is a basic, simple
Well,
contract.
you already have about 10 men on a job site to fix a piece of pipe already. So might as well get them to smooth out something when they're done.
I mean, oh gosh. But we know Matara painting pipe and thing. But
All right. She painted
but
pipe.
anyway, but all right. Just on another note with simple fixes, right? This diplomatic passport issue that is being debated and discussed. Let me tell you something. I look at the situation. There are several loopholes in Stuart Young's statement.
Yeah, several loopholes.
No.
You get after, you get all
He
kind
said
of
he got
mad
it
thing.
after he
Your
demitted
whole
office.
year after, they could tell you come back for bring back your passport.
Stick
a
up
whole
in
year
right.
after.
Stick up in righty. Why a whole year after this happening? Why it is we don't have a consistent system in place where immigration recalls these passports after an election if the government changes?
Well,
Shouldn't that be just a simple...
It should be it is a reasonable or plausible suggestion,
Right.
for that to happen, so you don't end up with this bacchanal with who get and when they get and because the children get to it.
Yes, I know.
Under the age of 18.
Yes, they get
the
it,
children get also too. So they have 795 passports outside there.
Right.
Right? Who it includes, I don't know. But I would assume that people who are non-government ministers now should not have one.
They should not. They should be in
They
possession
should
of
be-
an official passport, not a diplomatic.
Well, yeah. Well, they can get that.
Because even government,
Right.
even senators just get an official
Official
passport.
passport,
They
yeah.
don't get diplomatic.
Yeah.
And I was discussing this matter this morning on my show. And it is amazing to me, the amount of people that don't understand who's the government. A man calling my show and try to
Don't
convince...
understand who's government.
A man calling my show and try to convince me that the government is the 41 members of parliament.
How you come with that?
Well, I don't know. He's probably vote PNM. But I'm just saying.
So they don't know who's the sitting members of government
This
right
one
now?
say- so I asked him a simple question. I say, tell me who Camille Robinson, which ministry that Camille Robinson Regis represents right now. He said, well, everybody knows she don't represent them. I said, okay, so how could she represent the government or
Right.
the state? Diplomatic passports are issued to persons that are representing the state,
sitting
the
government,
the
yeah.
sitting government. Hence the reason why we have elections.
Yeah.
So we all 41 people is UNC in the parliament? You understand what I'm saying? So
God.
I and then the other thing that was very, very astounding this morning is that a lot of people don't understand the power of that document.
Which document?
The diplomatic passport. They don't understand the power it have.
Okay.
A man was telling me, well, I don't see the importance of discussing this, And I said, what do you mean? I said, do you understand what a diplomatic passport allows persons to do? Do you understand the privileges that you get when you have that document of a diplomat? And I say, a man even called in and said, Stephan, but if you have a diplomatic passport and you come into the airport and you're not a government minister, and you produce that to immigration, they're supposed to red flag it. I say, wait, hold on. You wait, hold on. They don't understand the power of the document.
Yeah, but it has to have somebody to communicate. Look, I fed up, yes. I don't know what to say again.
It was frightening to realize how many people don't understand the power of that document, right? And that they see it as an honest issue.
Like they don't read or they don't. But you know what has happened, man? You know what's happened, man? When we arguing and thing now, right? We're not going on our phones. They just go for everything else
and Google
and just Google the information. Just ask a question.
AI will answer that for you.
And get some information in your head.
It is unbelievable.
But you asking this one and asking that, and I'm like, hey, you have a tool on this side there. It's only about 5 years now we get to use cell phones in the way, well, smartphones that is.
Exactly.
It's only about 5 years we really get to. So it's just 5 years.
You know what I mean? The tool is
there.
About
5 years?
It's about with what?
But actually using smartphones. Okay, it had smartphones back then, but it wasn't for everybody.
Right.
It was a sort of prestigious thing to have a smartphone.
True.
And worse yet, to have data on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would say just about 4 or 5 years, almost everybody in the country. When I should say me too. You understand my point?
Yeah.
Very rare someone does not have a cell phone. Right? So just about 4 or 5 years we could, when we in bars and we arguing, choppiness, all kind of choppiness and trust me boy, so it going and all you have to do is just type in the information
and that's
in any forum. You have ChatGPT, you have Claude, you have all kind of different
forum.
You have DeepSeek, you have all kind of, you have Google.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just type in the information and get the facts. Don't get small talk from somebody.
Right.
Who does. So,
my thing is this. You're saying that you got this passport after you demitted office. That's your first red flag there.
Right.
Because that is where the integrity and the honesty of the person comes in. Because he should have been honest enough to return it.
Right.
However, I don't understand why he getting a diplomatic passport after he demit office when he would have received one when he entered office in 2015.
Right.
Right? Because he would have been a government minister. He would have been the Gary Sobers of government ministers, traveling with the Prime Minister everywhere the Prime Minister go. So all the he was traveling on, he had a diplomatic passport for that 10-year period.
I typed in diplomatic passport Trinidad. That's the basic dude or dudette on the road could figure that out, right? That's
once they could spell diplomatic,
right?
But auto spell
the Trinidad and Tobago government is currently executing a sweeping review of all diplomatic passports following investigations that reveal nearly 1,000 individuals held the document without meeting the criteria.
Yes.
You understand? This is just, and that's several other things. Eligibility, constraints, passport revocation. It has several diplomatic immunity. What it covers. Well, put something on your head now.
Just read the damn thing. You understand what I'm saying? And you will understand why, if you are not a government official, as a matter of fact, who gets a diplomatic passport? The first thing they will tell you is senior government officials.
Right.
And he said he didn't ask for it.
Yeah,
buddy, we got news for you.
Yeah.
They do ask you if you want one.
And he was our Prime Minister.
Right? Yeah. And he was our former Prime
Minister.
No, but he never vote for him, nothing at all. He was our former Prime Minister. But
shame.
But he have no shame. They do call you. They ask you if you want if you want to have a diplomatic passport. If your answer is yes, there is then a process.
But you have to apply
yes,
and all kind of thing.
You have to apply. There's a whole process
for it. They send one for you.
But no, they just send
for you.
I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Really? But why you all this lie so? What's
your
lying
for
so
no
for?
reason,
For no reason.
Hey, and you're talking that.
And victimization and all kind of damn
NCB Global, the $2 million Crocus Bag people.
Yes.
You know Angus Young is the head of that bank?
Yes.
That's not strange. The other day, that bacchanal with he and that same NCB.
Mm-hmm.
With moving money and making transaction and make over $1 billion in transaction is the same $2 million in that Crocus bag we find in the airport. The same people.
Yeah. Same NCB Bank. Global.
Just saying, right? Just saying.
Yeah, that's something to note. But I mean, listen, we have to take these things seriously and fix these systems of transition. And you know, if you want to put it in context, I'm gonna put it in context here with the diplomatic passport, right?
Right.
When our government changes and a new prime minister is coming in, and the old prime minister, the former prime minister, just have to exit the diplomatic center.
Well, of course.
And they had to stop using PM1.
Well.
Right?
Right.
There are certain things that happen automatically.
Right.
Right? So all of these things that were afforded to you are no longer afforded to you automatically because you are no longer prime minister. So if you know you out of office, a diplomatic passport, there should be a recall through the immigration department recalling all diplomatic. I think one of the problems with it is that it is also carry a visa. Eh?
Yeah.
And the visa is 10 years and a term is 5 years in office. And you can't transfer a visa from one passport to the next.
Yeah, you can't transfer.
You can't transfer.
I have 2 passports right now.
Right. But you can't transfer.
My passport renew because I empty a passport.
Yeah.
Empty a passport. You know the empty a passport is
it's pressure.
It's real little stamps all over the passport.
All over the passport.
Right. And I empty a book and got a new one.
Right.
And it's stapled on to my new passport.
Right.
Because my old passport had the visa.
Right.
And it's stapled on to the old passport.
To the old passport
the new
and
one.
the new one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I go in through customs, that is normally hard to show my visa.
You see?
Yeah.
So I think that is one of the problems with the diplomats. Have a 10-year visa. And it But Justice Stuart Young and Keith Rowley, on the inside of a diplomatic passport, it says the bearer is a minister of government.
Right.
If your child have a diplomatic passport as a minister,
I will say that the bearer
is a
child,
daughter
of
or the son of, right?
Yeah.
Here what I want all it to do. I want you to take a screenshot of the inside of your diplomatic passport, which you ain't give up yet. Right?
Yeah.
Take the screenshot where it says.
Sell me a dream.
No, I want to see where it says. The bearer is a former prime minister. Because they don't issue diplomatic passports of former prime ministers.
Yeah,
so you want to claim he's a former prime minister? No problem.
He's a former prime minister.
But let me see that part. The bearer is a former prime minister. Show me where they stamp that in a diplomatic passport. I would love to see that because that does not exist. Right? So we take a little break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines. So get ready to call in 6224911. The Naughty Corner is coming up after 10 o'clock news. So look out for that. And as you could imagine, there are some people that is going to get some licks this morning.
Yeah.
They've been very, very mischievous. We're going to take a short pause and stay right here because we're coming back to open the phone line and hear your calls and your comments. Don't go anywhere.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's...
911. That is the number to call. Just before I take the phone calls, let me just remind you that Football Fever is at its peak. Digicel and the Trinidad and Tobago Limited, TTT Limited, Media Network present Game On, the finale, the ultimate football watch party experience. And you could join us Sunday, July 19th at the Mecca, 11A Maraval Road, Newtown, Port of Spain, for huge screens, exciting giveaways, live entertainment, a premium bar for purchase, and unmatched football vibes. Admission is absolutely free, but you must secure your exclusive access pass via Island e-tickets. Gates will open from 1 p.m. No coolers or glass bottles allowed. And for more details, you can stay locked into TTT Limited Media Network, Suite 100.1, 99.1 Next, and Talk City 91.1 FM. Game On, the finale. Don't just watch it, experience it. And we also want to remind you that football action is heating up. Don't miss a moment. Watch every match live on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus on the new Omni TV plans. Plus, enjoy 20% off for 6 months when you sign up. Visit your nearest Digicel Plus store and switch today. So we go to the phone lines. Let's take a few calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead. Share your thoughts.
I'll call back.
Wait, you
forget your thoughts. You forget your thoughts.
Hold on.
You tell them share your thoughts, you forget your thoughts.
Like the first time I hear a man call a radio station and say I'll call back.
The first time, yeah?
Yes.
That I hear a man call into our program live and say I'll call back. Morning.
You're not seeing that moment.
Yeah, morning. In the case where you mentioned with your visa will be, your term visa will be on the diplomatic passport. That is no problem, you know. When you take it back, the revocation is just the formality, you know. It's not necessarily season of the passport itself. All they have to do is just take the passport, cut it from the corner, as you will see, with the kind of groove now, in a kind of slant. Yeah, stamp the cover and stamp cancelled without prejudice on the inside. Well, that without prejudice, quote unquote, leaves a lot to be desired in this case, but that is not up to me to determine. But all they do is just stamp it as cancelled and cut the corner of the book in a slant. And we know that whoever he presents that with his visa, we know that the diplomatic that the diplomacy that afforded with that book is no longer available.
That's how. First to begin, right? Where you got this information from?
Again?
Where did you get this information from?
So that is all with any passport. Once a passport.
Hold on. Where you got this information from? That's what I'm asking.
Let's just say I'm just saying that's the procedure.
Well, you're saying.
Okay, you're saying that is the procedure. We're asking where did you get the information that is the procedure?
I'm just saying. I just
come now, man.
Oh, you're speculating. All right. You're saying.
Well, say
in other words, you are providing you're trying to provide a solution.
A caveat or something.
Yeah,
you're trying to
okay, all right.
Fine.
All right, cool one. No problem.
But that has no bearing in law.
We will respond in kind. Yeah.
That has no bearing in law. And when you're calling in, speculate that information. You speculate that this is what could be done.
What could be done.
But don't go Harry going down the road.
You could say maybe
like it's a real thing.
But maybe or why they can't do this or you know what I mean. We will answer in kind. But the way you framed it is like this is a process which that is news to us. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
I'd like to find out something from you. The two common entrance prison officers that carried the accused murderers in a Rima hospital, are they on suspension?
No, they are not.
No.
Not as yet.
Thank you.
All right.
Not as yet.
Not yet.
It doesn't work like that.
We'll see what.
First to begin.
Yeah. There is
You
a process
have
as
to
well
have
for
a
that.
preliminary investigation,
Yeah.
which the commissioner would have gotten by now, and the investigation continues until it reaches a point
reach
when
that
they
point.
make a determination, and then, if warranted, the officers will be placed on suspension.
Right. Morning.
Yeah, gentlemen, morning.
Yeah, man.
And I got that information from being a prison officer, right? Just saying.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
Lovely.
Go ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, boy, boy from urban operator, like the other boy from Charlie and the chocolate factory, so he got a bar of chocolate with the price inside it.
Who's we talking about
Is
it?
this small prince, Jojo?
Passport now.
With the diplomatic passport.
The diplomatic passport, he like the other boy from Charlie and the
I
chocolate
think the
factory.
Prime Minister said he behaving like a baby.
Yeah, well, they were going on.
I think she said
He
something
like them little girl and them that just want attention. And the new girl come in school and they get all the attention, so he jealous. So
All
he
right.
toting feelings. So it's either he's the tota or the toti.
Okay, no problem.
All
Thanks a
right,
lot.
all
Yes.
right, all right.
Thanks a lot. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Former Attorney General Mr. Gavin Nicholas has said that the diplomatic passport is an international convention from Geneva.
Right.
It has its own rules and regulations, and the local authority also has to abide by that, and they will have their own concessions
Right.
as the case stands. For Mr. Stuart Young, there's a SC behind him. It's supposed to be senior counsel. Are you sure it's not silly?
Well, the other one was Amy Brown. Amy Brown said that usually cabinet decides
Nothing he says makes
the
sense.
rules on the diplomatic passport. So he said cabinet decides.
They replace you that
Yeah, but
DJ,
no-
though.
But nothing he says makes sense.
they
He's
replace
in
him with a
opposition
DJ.
and he's just playing politics.
I'll give you a break.
Oh God, all right, man, no problem.
They replace that with a DJ. That alone should tell you.
Papaya.
All right, cool.
All right.
DJ.
But that alone should tell you they replace you with a DJ.
Yeah, they replace him with a DJ. Sure. Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes.
Morning.
Mr. Stephan, on your program this morning, the
Yeah.
guy who was arguing about the 41 in Parliament,
Yeah.
guys went there and CNN school. You didn't realize that?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't. I listen. I cut him off. I usually I just let people talk,
Right.
but when you start off with that kind of idiocracy, I in our time to waste. I just can't waste time. I'm telling you. Morning. I just in our time to waste this morning. I had to cut off that idiocracy. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good
man.
morning. Good morning.
Morning. What's up?
Yeah, fine. Hey, just to know X, we will be the dish will be showing up after our team Portugal wins.
All
Will
right.
be Spanish quesadillas.
Anytime CR7 money feel, nothing going on.
Well, boy, we go see.
Anytime CR7 money feel, nothing going on.
Yes, some people show up at your
I
hotel.
like that.
Huh?
I like that. I'll be a plagiarist like
Nah, you do.
46 from now on. I'm going to use that too.
He's showing
Oh,
you.
Yeah, right?
He's showing the oldness.
Pressure.
He's showing the oldness. He just go to the pasta.
And Stefan, I have something for you too.
Kind of at the back of the bar and shoot it.
Where's that?
In that when the meltdown of Belgium happens, right?
Yes.
We will be having Belgian chocolates.
All right, no
The
problem.
taste.
No problem.
The cheese will taste like melted Belgian chocolates, right?
All right.
And by the way, you know what? I had a problem with 47, you know, with as Mr. Nobody calls him Daddy. I have a problem with Daddy, you know, sometimes, you know. You know, Winston Churchill once said, it takes strength to speak out, but it also takes strength to be silent, right? He didn't have to say, I thank the man, because no, he didn't, I don't think he called himself, or maybe he did, I don't know.
Yeah.
But oh gosh, man, let me think play out itself now, you know, but you want, and then of course, you have a handicap right now, a disadvantage, because everything the US do now, right? They go be under the microscope.
Under the microscope, they go say, well, yeah. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
All right, my brothers,
Yeah,
take
man.
it easy. So enjoy the Belgian chocolates later.
Of course. No, but that was the concern, that it will not only it didn't only set a bad precedent that he made the call to have this reviewed, or asking for the review, but it's now the perception that the world will have on America as the tournament goes along, that they are somehow favored, if you understand, which to me is ridiculous because I don't think FIFA would favor America in a tournament like this. I think the review would have been a fair one, and it is what it is.
State. What I'm about to say, what nobody's about to say, has nothing to do with what all was talking about before, right? Money, right? Cash fiat money is a language of value, right? It describes.
Oh God, Kunji, hold on,
Kunji,
hold on.
How much value is associated with different objects and standardizes that value so that everyone knows how to talk to each other regarding value. It's a language, and cash money is an IOU. Right? Meaning when I hand you this piece of paper, that represents a certain amount of value that somebody owes you now. Right? The person who owes you is not the person who handed it to you. The person who owes you is the person who issued that note, who made it. And the only people who make currency are governments. And in this case, hold on, nobody's not talking about this case. In the case of US currency, it is the US government, the Treasury Department, who made that bill and owes you the amount of value that the notes say.
Right, there's the $2 million.
So that's not your property. That's not the government of Trinidad and Tobago property. That is the property of the United States of America. And that is why all of this is happening. Because you do not play with the man money, right? You do not play with the man money without him saying, wait, what are you playing with money for?
I don't do it with Trinidad.
And as I've said before, again, not connected to anything we talk about here. There's a connection, a well-established, long-running connection between black market drugs and black market oil. And the black market oil in this part of the world from Venezuela is black market because, again, it did not belong, well, let's put it this way, it was stolen from somebody. It was stolen from Uncle Sam because Uncle Sam set up shop in Venezuela because Venezuela asked him to set up shop and to drill some oil out of the ground, and I will tax you. But the oil, just like most oil, oil and gas arrangements with countries by companies, the company would own the oil because they worked for it. You come like a farmer. If you ask a farmer to set up shop on your land and farm, the produce is the farmer's. What you as the landowner will benefit from is you may tax him, you may charge him a rent and so on, but the produce is his, right? So Trinidad and Tobago, or there were people in Trinidad and Tobago that were involved in that stolen oil and illicit drugs, let's say, and using the man money, all tied up in some trade that he did not approve of. And now everybody wondering how he coming for it. Right? Again, nothing to do with all they talk about here. All right.
Well, yeah. We know where you're coming from. You have another voice, don't you? But we got to get to the 10 o'clock news in 2 minutes. So it's a little over 2 minutes long. So we got to get to that after the Naughty Corner. The Naughty Corner is coming up after 10. We will accommodate for more phone calls this morning, of course. The Naughty Corner is our calling segment. So anybody had to share some licks on, you know where to call. You know who to call. 622-4911.
Remember, and I want people outside there to think back to 10 years ago. What we could have done with technology and what we can do with it now. We didn't have Google Meeting in that kind of way.
Zoom and all kind of thing.
We didn't have
I don't even think Skype was around. It was Skype first, then Zoom come and take over on Skype. And
I had all these different things, and then people closing down and opening up different branches of the thing. We had Me Too's. Some people had smartphones. When the live had now come out, it was only companies could go onto Facebook and do lives. Now everybody could get up a morning and do a live on a phone. You understand? We have met friends that we haven't seen for years on Facebook. Within the last 10 years, right? What we couldn't do then, just 10 years ago,
you could do now.
We could do now. Nice? Just pay attention to that. At the rate technology is moving. Right? We had data centers being built around the world. We're even talking about building a data center here till they allocate $20 million to build a data center so that we could pull data faster, as what nobody's saying. There's no such thing as AI kind of thing. AI is just a faster computer bringing up information faster than normal and searching the web faster. So information, the kind of cables they're using now in terms of fiber optic cables and all sorts of different things they're using to get information faster to you with your smartphone, because everybody now have a smartphone. It wasn't so just recently there. So the last 5 years of election, we have 5 years come forward now. Look at the kind of things you can do now. Picture what will happen in the next 5 years.
All right, so we got to take the break. Not the break. We got the 10 o'clock news. That is right now. After the 10 o'clock news, we got the Naughty Corner, so get ready for that. We will be back after this.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest headlines to the hour. The possibility of a tsunami prompted residents of Ottawa.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people
on Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, people. It is time to deal with the naughtiness. All misbehavior must be dealt with. All right. So if you have anybody that misbehaved over the weekend, anything like that, anybody in your private life, it don't always have to be public figures, could be anything.
That person that like Bacchanal and screenshot a certain document on Facebook, yeah, give them some quote at time. Somebody actually forward that boy.
Something wrong with them, boy. Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, who's it in Naughty Corner?
I want to say famous small pin man. I name him the Crocus Bag Bandit. Now, that's the new name. I want to take some good thing for me.
All right. Nice one.
But isn't it funny?
6224911.
That you find $2 million, right? And the brother of his who owned the bank with the $2 million in the Crocus Bag. Isn't that timely?
But
something is not adding up there.
Timely to say the least.
Something is not adding up there at all. All of a sudden you get on like a jam, you throwing up your skirt in the public domain, about our passport, and then all of a sudden your brother bank come up in the public domain has totaled $2 million in a Crocus bag.
In a Crocus bag on a conveyor belt in the airport. Nah, you don't maintain order for that boy. Hello, good morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner?
Morning.
Morning.
Welcome.
I want to give you some. Because these fellas them who burn the cup all over and make report, they're doing one thing about it. All over the place. Give me something.
Yes, get him something, man. Yeah, man. But Kunji, let me see Kunji on the inside here. Kunji, in the Naughty Corner this morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. X.
Morning
and
to you,
Stephan Rees.
Yes,
Stephan, run.
Of course.
Will you take a lash for that? You can't run no more.
That's the welcome whip. Go ahead.
All right. In the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, we have an elected government with the majority of the seats.
Yes.
The opposition have no respect for them. The past prime minister is so rude and disrespectful. They call she all kind of bad names.
Yes.
Why would they want the benefits of the government by having those diplomatic passports? And they have no respect. Exactly. I say take the diplomatic passport from them. And the words that Keith Rowley, because this is not the first time I asked for them to take that diplomatic passport. And I see it happening. Yes, I see it happening.
Right.
You see the names that, the J names that the ex-prime minister, this be calling the prime minister publicly.
Yes.
You see the same charges that they trump up to charge Christmas list and sedition.
Oh God!
Charge Keith Rowley on that sedition. Charge him for that now, for being rude and disrespectful to a constitutional government that have the majority of the seat, and give him about 56 of that belt from a
That's a respect. It's respect. No, but you must have respect, man. You must have respect respect and manners, anything, man. All right, no, click something you lost the caller there. That's why. That's now. Look, right, nice. I get it back here. I don't know why that happened. Why when I click accept the man disappearing, boy? Morning. No, boy. Right. Oh, no, come. All right, no thing. Yeah. Good morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning?
Morning.
Them fellas who buying Crocus bag with combination of transport money, boy, they don't come from a Crocus bag in a real hell no. Nobody buying suitcase again.
No, but seriously, that's how it is done in certain banks.
Yeah, but
that's how it is done in
Crocus bags?
Yeah, Crocus bags. Yeah.
Serious? Yeah. On a conveyor belt in a airport?
I'm a virgin who's a manager in a bank. I was telling me that. You see, that is standard practice. But
well, all right. If that is standard practice, the problem is something with the documents was off.
Yeah, something with the documents was off. That brother bank, eh?
All right.
That's the brother bank.
All right.
All right.
No
just
problem.
saying, we're not making any connection.
No
I'm just
problem.
saying.
Yes. I had to put the police, boy. It's either the police or Silver Stars.
Yeah,
you hear about that Bacchanal in Tried Fit?
Well, I hear they tell them stop playing and then throw down pan and
they throw down pan.
Oh,
throw down the pan!
Throw down yourself. You can fall anytime. Don't let the pan fall.
To the policeman.
Don't let the pan fall.
The policeman that grabbed the drumsticks. Right? Take something. Yeah. You don't interfere with a musician instrument.
With the national instrument.
Far less a national instrument. Yo, that I mean.
Morning. So suddenly the jails and them in Fergus and smelling a urine.
Yes!
Suddenly, okay, well, get that attorney come from a please.
Yes. All of a sudden,
no skip on the back road and the rubbish heap are talking about. No skip again.
No skip again.
The rubbish pile up tall with rubbish. People bag of rubbish.
Let them take that.
And when the rain fall, straight to the canal it go in.
Gosh, nah man, get them one more for that. Morning.
Hello, good day.
Morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Yeah, naughty corner.
Yes.
Yeah, morning, sir. I want to complain right now. 2 months I've been working with the Emperor program and I've been getting paid up to now, sir.
You haven't been paid up to now? Where are you from?
From Shogunas.
You're from Shogunas?
You haven't been paid at all? You was in the first batch or second batch?
Second batch.
Second batch. There are meetings today to deal with that issue to find out when you'll be paid. Alright?
But still.
But straight up pay has been given out already.
Alright.
I never say so.
Straight up pay was given out already, right? But
the people 4 fortnights now, me get paid now.
You get paid for 4 fortnights?
4 fortnights? You haven't been paid. I wonder. You would have fallen in the batch of never been paid, right?
Hold on!
Never been paid.
Alright, cool. Well, things are happening today to shake up the place. So let's see where it goes from there, right?
Alright, then I hope my account will good today.
No, let me hope so.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
No
problem. Nah, man. It have a batch name never been paid?
Yeah.
Never
been paid. Never been paid.
No!
Never been paid.
No!
So a batch has never been paid.
You can't have a batch name never been paid. No, man. We ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that.
Never been paid.
Morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Good morning, good people.
Yes! Welcome.
In my corner this morning, all those who given trouble, they give back the diplomatic passport because...
Yes! Let them relax and maintain it. Yes. They're too wicked. You had 10 years with flying wrong with diplomatic passport. You want it when you're in opposition too? Oh, morning.
Morning.
Morning, my dear.
Morning.
I want small pen to get it. You were appointed. You won.
He was selected.
You were not elected.
He was selected.
Right? And you can, I am a past prime minister.
Could you imagine as a former prime minister?
Prime minister.
Yes. Let him take something for that. Could you imagine as a former prime minister? I didn't ask for it, Nah. I stock deliver it now and drop it on your door, on your front door. Morning.
Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to give some emperor some big lash this morning. All from the roundabout by Carney. Come down straight to Warrenville. The pavement full of these mud that they dig out.
Oh God.
How they want the people to pass? Grass growing on the mud. Give them some licks of me, please. 2 months in the month.
No problem, sugar. You know who that is?
Who that, Joe Field?
Yes, that is Joe Field. That is Joe Field. Yesterday, I drive down Mayaro. Yesterday. I'll give you a little story just now. Hello, good morning. Who's in the naughty corner?
Hi, good morning.
Welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Stuart Young for his passport saying that he didn't ask for it when he's supposed to have that since 2015.
Right. Let him take that. You see how them fellas and them just get the licks? You see how this act straight, boy? You see how this act? You didn't ask for the diplomatic passport you claim, but you asked for the licks where you're getting this morning, Because, we know the process. You have to, they just offer it to you. Then you have to fill out the application. You understand? It has to go through a process. And then they issue it to you. And if you have children, they will extend it to your children and thing too. You dig where I'm coming from?
Right.
Why did us lie so? Oh God, you're lying for nothing. Morning! Who's in the naughty corner?
Yeah, morning. I have 2 people in naughty corner, but don't forget
still touch and think he was the Minister Energy still, boy.
Yeah, man,
with that diplomatic passport.
Remember he fly down for Energy Summit too?
Yeah, that's right. And the Law Association and Faris Salwari.
Yes!
Understand?
We ain't forget them. The Convenient Law Association of the PN. Sorry, the Trinidad and Tobago. I got to say the Law Association of the PNM there, you know. But, I know, boy. I'll take a little clout for that. Yeah. Just take a little boomsy beater. That's what we call that. That's what we call it that, eh? We call it that a boomsy beater. This one here. Right.
Morning. The president of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation, Rory Williams.
Yes.
Stuart getting dread this morning, you know. We ain't cater, you know. Oh God, Joe, feel called back just now. Morning.
I can't forget this one, but she had to get licks. You see, all them councillors and them who get office through another people partnership and they have office closed up whole week and they can't see them, especially for Edinburgh 500. Give them some liquidity. Open the office. I went down Mayaro this weekend, yesterday actually. And there is a specific part of Mayaro that on the road going on there. It have grass that has been cut and it just pile up on the side of the road. No, it's Mayaro.
No, be pops.
Yeah.
No garbage bag.
No, man. How you ain't going on? What's the name of the bag?
Normal garbage bag.
Right, we just call it toffee.
Toffee.
Come on, man. Get the people some garbage bag to roll with, man. Oh gosh, man.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, but rain, you see the kind of weather we get. So what's gonna happen to all that grass they cut and put on the road?
All I studied is that
no!
All I studied is no skips on the back road. So right now the garbage pile up about 7 feet tall.
No!
With people there, right? So when this rain that fall last night washed down that garbage into the drain, that is normally end up in front by Pig Hill Hardware on the highway when Ajabi last was.
Pressure!
And flood out there.
Yes!
And flood out all the back road going thing.
Nah, man.
They had to do something about that.
Morning caller.
Yeah, man. That station had to get some lash to it. Because Amanda's want to hear the news and things too now, boy, and all they just go for break now, boy. Yeah, that's that, man.
What are you talking about?
We lost.
The news, man, all they say, they're going for the news.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
We don't hear the news. I don't hear the news. I just want to hear the news too.
How you don't hear the news?
Understand? I want to know what's going on.
On YouTube?
Oh,
yeah.
on YouTube.
How all you live on YouTube, that's all? Is the guy watching all here?
Yeah, but when we go to the break,
we talk to them about it.
We talk to them.
X.
Yes.
Sorry. But today or tomorrow, I got 50 years in here. You understand, man? And it's the good that we made. The good that we made. You understand, man?
All right, we will see.
Hey, we'll see just now. Chester, we'll see. Don't up yourself.
Soon
come.
All them Brazil fans who thought it a beat Norway yesterday. Fire burn the Brazilian jersey, boy.
Thought it run over.
Yeah, they told it would run over Norway. Outside. Back home. Morning.
Yeah, morning again. Hey, I have two snaps to give. One
go ahead.
is for the mainstream media lying and saying that President Trump 47 called the FIFA president. That was never the case. He just called and thanked him for making the right judgment. He never called and directed.
Him to review.
The federation have the right to go ahead, as you guys say, to go ahead and question it and challenge it. And maybe it was the federation, but the president never called anybody. So mainstream media, BBC and all of them, right. Now, on top of that, the PNM and the PNM leader, Low Energy Penny, with the shutdown of CPEP dude or whatever, she talking about people starving a bread line and all of that, and they need, right? How come you didn't organize containers for those people and sit down in the container and help all of them? Right? Now, I'm not saying Venezuela don't deserve and Caracas, of course, our cousins or whatever, right? And me, myself, our relatives over there, right?
Of course.
Yeah, nobody's saying that we shouldn't help them, but how come you didn't mobilize for your very same people from up in Canada and in John and all over Trinidad? You never mobilized containers then. They should take all of you and put you all in a container. That's what it should be. Anyway, thanks.
Yeah, man, good point.
Data.
Good point. Because they love you so, they take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan.
Plan.
I'm a plan for Venezuela. Morning, who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Yeah, well, we are two of them. we giving all them plain clothes police who don't like to show their badge when they're going on interfere with people. And the next one is for all them corporation that is make the NPOPs people heap up the friggin' grass on the side of the road, and they're supposed to pick it up and they don't pick it up.
They don't pick it up.
They don't pick it up. They just leave it there.
Yeah,
Agreed.
But
man.
Any PNM corporations,
Yes.
Any PNM corporations again, that,
Not in the other ones. No, but remember, it was only the Porter Spain is complaining about him getting salary on time, you know. All the other 13 corporations, all of them quiet, you know. It's just he and he alone, you know, making noise, you know. You understand? You didn't see something wrong with he? Look now, man. Morning, who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Morning. First time caller.
Yes! Nicely welcome, Whip. Go ahead.
Hendrick in the naughty corner.
Who?
That man get a one-on-one chance to pull Brazil up.
Oh, Hendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep last night.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that caller. Die, Brazil, die.
The play once at all about boy saying posting you wide, posting his finger out.
Oh, gosh!
I don't know why that girl don't want him. Before I go, just get Vinicius a small tap for me.
All right, no problem. All right. Yes, Vinicius, you get what we call a boomsy beater.
Yeah.
All right, we take this. Nice name for it, boomsy beater. Morning.
Morning. Yeah. You see Stuart, young father?
Oh, God.
I want to put tea and give you a chitty. Because if that man, he only hold back for 1 second, you don't have a daughter.
Oh, why? No!
Later.
Yeah, why? What is this? What happened?
Let's hold back. A little more time.
Oh gosh, man.
Let's hold back. You don't get a daughter.
What are you tell you, boy? Something wrong with me. That's it for you, daughter. That's it. We done. I was going to get Carl something, you know.
Go get what, Carl?
Yeah, boy. Carl remove blue water from the flags. Carl take a boomsy beater.
Oh, hey, this place is the greatest, yes?
Carl remove blue waters, boy. Go do that one replacement with the sunny this year, boy.
And the sunny this year,
Carl take a boomsy beater. Take a next one.
A
little boomsy beater there for Carl, boy. Carl won't let it, boy. Won't let find people under enough pressure, boy.
Nah, they find it under enough pressure. Not yet.
God, boy.
Not yet.
Not yet, boy.
Nah, they find it under enough
If they miss with this, boy, what I gonna mean, boy?
If who miss?
The government. But not the government, the police.
I don't say what I think so far. I just want to think so far. To be honest.
Boy, I see as well.
Cause we good at charging, we good at walking the plank in terms of our perp, walking the plank, we good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when we come to seal up the victory, we doesn't do too well.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what is gonna happen, but We wait to see. The natural course of justice is taking place. Did you see that Prestige Holdings has reported a 44% drop in half-year profit?
Well, like the business. They want to figure out that.
Come now, man. I go to say that just so, boy. Why it's so cold, boy?
They want to figure out that.
Real cold, you know why I say that the business.
What's right? They own, what's right? It's only 4 conglomerates, right? I will get the subsidiaries for you, right?
Right.
And read it out. And when I done read it out, for the nation to hear, they would realize that 5,000 people own everything in the country.
5,000 people,
own every living enterprise in this country, you know.
Well, the PM has...
From ANSA to Prestige, there's only about four or five of them, you know. And they own almost everything, you know, under the head, you know.
I wonder how they got that.
The amount of all those franchises is $750,000 for a franchise, you know. US, you know.
Hey, just now, hold on. I had to do this. The passport office. All I need to straighten up all yourself, Please put the passport office, that is the immigration department in the naughty corner. We applied for renewal in April. We were told in 4 weeks we'll receive the new passport, and today nothing, not even communication. And that is correct. Because you know how I know that? You know how I know that?
No.
My girl apply the same time in April.
Right.
And they told her the same thing. In 4 weeks' time, you're going to get the passport. We in July now. Right? We had May, we had June, we in July now. We almost 3 months down the road. And still she ain't get the passport yet. And she was supposed to fly with me.
Well,
this month. Madness!
Let me just read out ANSA alone.
Yeah, ANSA. Go ahead.
Finance, right? ANSA Macal Limited.
Right.
Right? The beverage sector they own, right? Financial services, automotive, media, and construction. This is just ANSA Macal, Alright, let me go down. Allston's Marketing Company, Bryden Stokes Limited, Stokes Limited, ANSA Macal Distribution Incorporated, ANSA Macal USA Incorporated, ANSA Bank, ANSA Merchant Bank, Tatil Life, Colfire, Trident Insurance. On the automotive side, ANSA Motors, McAnany Robinson, Diamond Motors. On the media, GML. In the construction sector, Abel, Penta, Berger, Trinidad Lands Limited. Just to name a few.
That's just to name a few.
This is just one conglomerate.
Like one conglomerate.
Just one. Let me see if I get the other. Let me see if I get Prestige, you know. Right? They own almost. They own all down to air. This air company and all.
Unbelievable.
What companies are under the right?
I have no problem.
Under Prestige.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? Pizza Hut, Subway, TGI Fridays, and Starbucks.
Right, that's restaurants.
Across the country. KFC, Subway, Pizza Hut, TGI Fridays, Prestige Services Limited, Restaurant Leasing Corporation, Weekenders Trinidad Limited, Prestige Restaurant Jamaica Limited. That's just Prestige Holdings. Right? So if you add up the 4 major conglomerates in Trinidad, right? They own almost everything in Trinidad. Down to air. Marcy Air? Right. They own down to air and all.
Insane.
Just saying, right?
Insane to say the least.
Just saying. Those 5,000 people own all of that. Right? So picture the kind of monies that these people and them enjoying as privileges in this country and how they got it.
Yeah,
most important.
Don't forget all the contracts too. That they acquire.
Precisely.
A lot of government contracts, both millions and millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Billions.
And I got that via email. I got that via Google and ChatGPT, right, folks?
All right. So I'll tell you what, we got the 10:30 playway draw coming up, and when we come back from that, we're going to open the phone line, take some calls, so don't go anywhere. Thanks a lot for your participation in Naughty Corner this morning, and we have more to discuss between now and 12 o'clock, and also have some information here on Christmas in July. I'll give you that when we return as well. What you like today? What number?
4.
You like 4?
Die, Brazil, die.
Brazil get knocked out the World Cup, you know. I wonder what I go play for.
Die, Brazil, die. 4.
We will see.
Dead man.
We will see. All right, so people, we're going to be back after the playway draw. Here it comes, 10:30. Good luck.
By the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the NLCB's 10:30 a.m. draw for Monday, 6th July 2026.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
We both went to school together. From small we was always partners. Breaking beach and pitching marbles in the yard. Now Lord, what is this? Like my partner gone mad. When he passed in all the boys just looked at him. And if you see how Norman must be blushing. Whatever he do it so plain, he believe that he's not a man again. I hear he even gone so far to change his name to Norma. Wearing a tight pants and a handbag in his hand. I say no, this ain't true. And he's wearing makeup too. I ask him, Norma, is that you? Tell me, Norma, is that you? I want to know, Norma, is that you? This morning I walk up to him. I say, Norman boy, what happening? He watch me cut eye, he strips and he walk off. People was watching, so he start to show off. I say, Norman boy, it's me, your good old partner. He says, sorry my dear, but I can't remember. Mister, please don't waste your time. I suggest from now that you change your mind. Tackle some other woman. I am not hunting my husband. When you call, he's selling kiss. Oh my goodness, what is this? Looking more real than the girls, with his hair always in curls. I say, Norman, is that you? Tell me, Norman, is that you? I want to know, Norman, is that you? Norman, is that you? Norman, what's wrong with you?
Is that you, Norman? Norman, is that you? Is that you?
Handbag and makeup too.
You know, boy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Remember, I tell you.
Who said that?
You remember that music coming on from merchant people? Remember, I tell you. I used to spin in a gay club.
Yeah.
I boy, you know them. They just go in dark and come out when the sun come up, right?
Right.
So it used to be some extensive hours used to work there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember a morning come out on me on the pavement, boy, and a fella who in the club right through now.
Yeah.
He say happy. Some people call me happy. Which coincidentally is nobody.
You're extra happy. You're extra
happy. Call me
happy.
happy. Say happy, come and see this stuff. And he's showing me these pictures, You see like how merchants sit there looking more girl than the girls, and dress up with the makeup and handbag and thing. Boy, this man started to show me some pictures, boy. You know, it's pictures of him, dressed like a woman.
Right.
Sold there. You couldn't know.
What's a lady?
Unrecognizable.
What's a lady boy?
A lady boy?
Yeah, lady boy.
What do you mean a lady boy?
You see them in Thailand and thing, in those areas.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, research where's a lady boy and see where. Tell me about that tomorrow.
All right, I will do that.
When you go into a country where it is prevalent, like Thailand and those places, it is very, very concerning. because you can find so many lady boys in Thailand and those places.
Wow. Okay.
Right? They look just like women.
I will take a look
They
at
have
it.
all the features of women except down there.
That's the ones with the makeup and thing, the white makeup and thing with the...
No, the normal makeup like women, but there's call them lady boys.
Lady boys.
They have a district for that and all in Thailand.
Jeez, our natures. So I'll tell you what, people, this weekend, TTT is serving up even more great entertainment. Christmas lovers, we haven't forgot you. It's Christmas in July, all month long on TTT and ttt.live/stream. Enjoy heartwarming Christmas movies all weekend from Friday straight through to Sunday. So, whenever you're ready for a break from the football action, we've got just what you're looking for. Christmas in July on TTT and ttt.live/stream. So, we're going to go to the phone lines here, take a few calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. X.
Yeah, we're 16
morning,
minutes from.
His Excellency.
Yes, man. What's going on, Eric? Morning.
Is everybody good?
Well, yes. I do back Brazil, so I good this morning.
Yeah. I wish it.
Right. No grammar zone for you.
At all.
Forget that.
Anyway, you know, Stephan, I heard you talking this morning about your show in that other place.
Right.
And what happened when a caller called you and give you certain information?
Right.
You know, since way back when Vincent last left the PNM and Mr. Manning had $1 billion bill to pay, I argue that he should not pay it because he's part of government. You see, I'll tell you something, Stephan. The Constitution of our republic, as written, states that government consists of Parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. Now, Parliament means all 41 members in the lower house and all 31 in the upper house. That consists of the parliament of the country, which consists of government. Now, people see government in a colloquial form as though who won the election in government. But really and truly, there's a broader scale to what actually is government, and government is the parliament. Now, when you see a situation develop whereby out of the parliament, the executive comes, those who control the majority in the lower house consist of the executive. And they really and truly, why we refer to them as the government, it is the executive or cabinet, right, that we're talking about. And when you tell you, well, okay, the others are members of government, yes, they are. According to the Constitution, they are, because they are members of Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So at the end of the day, while you are right in the fact that those fellas doesn't control anything, they're not ministers or anything and all that, right, those persons actually come from the executive, and the Constitution is very, very clear on that. In fact, I remember when Magistrate Patrick Jagasa was being jailed by Justice Dial Singh, he made a comment that, how could you do a thing like this? We put you in government. And they said, but how come he in government? The judiciary is also part of government according to the Constitution. Just wanted to make that point. Now, finally, I want to say this to you.
Like with
when it comes to the question of the issuance of passports, did you ever ask yourself this question, Stephan? How come if they want to streamline the passports, how come they started with Stuart Young and Rowley first? Huh?
How come they started with them first?
How come they started with Stuart Young and Rowley first?
No, I wouldn't say that they started with them first.
I mean, started with them.
Stuart Young took the position of publicizing his particular situation. But that doesn't mean that some of the people that make up that 985 have not been called and their passports are not being recalled or revoked.
So he's the most,
he made
the
it,
most
I assume.
obvious, a popular one in the bunch then.
No, he did a video and made the issue,
Well, yeah, I know.
That's how the whole thing come out.
On my Facebook feed.
Right, so he put out a video stating that, and in response, the Prime Minister said, well, yeah, the same goes for Keith Rowley, for Dr. Rowley. But I'm saying, we don't know, because he made it public, we don't know that he is the first person that they called on to revoke his passport or to bring it back in.
Another point I made over the weekend raises this. When we had the 2001 election, much was said about Jack Warner's diplomatic passport given to him by Bastard Pandey. When the PNM won, Jack said, well, I am going to return my diplomatic passport because I don't know where to come and take no passport from me. And Mr. Manning said, hold it, stop. Mr. Warner, as far as I'm concerned, you are Vice President of FIFA, and you are well deserving of having a diplomatic passport, so please keep it.
Right.
So the whole point is simply this. There are some persons who you will give a diplomatic passport to, right? I remember Rupert Griffith went to India with Brian Lara, and he said, I didn't carry Brian Lara to India, Lara carried me.
Right.
Because Lara is known all over India, and he could open any door in India.
True.
And they don't know who Minister Griffith was. So will you give Brian Lara a diplomatic passport? All these things, So I am saying that I think this is much ado about nothing. Maybe it's another distraction, because at the end of the day, I don't see what purpose it serves to remove a diplomatic passport from someone like Stuart Young or Dr. Rock.
This distraction from the $2 million in the coca's bag?
Well, I don't know about that. They said they had an explanation for that. And I haven't accepted the explanation except something else comes up.
You're playing, you don't know.
All right, Eric.
Thank you for allowing me, gentlemen.
We hear you.
He playing, you don't know.
Now, he's saying he don't see a problem with a Stuart Young or a Rowley having a diplomatic passport.
You can see what you want.
Yeah, well, that could be your feelings, but I think if you are not traveling, if you are not representing the state, if you are not a representative of the state or the current government of Trinidad and Tobago, whomever that may be at any given point in time, you ought not to have a diplomatic passport because of the privileges that it affords you, right? And these privileges are not These are not slight privileges. These are very, very big privileges.
Yeah.
And I am not comfortable with but you are out of government. All right, let me put it this way. Here, I don't agree with it. Now, it could go for government ministers too, and we all know that, right? We have always had a perception of corruption, correct? Among sitting government ministers and kickback money and thing, right? And I have always asked myself, but where is put all this money? So does it not stand to reason that a man who is out of government and has money to move could put it in a duffel bag and go through the airport and land in the next airport and take it to a bank and deposit it? Is that a possibility?
It's plausible. It's plausible.
Right? Not saying that is what anybody, any former, anything would use it for. But I'm just saying, is that not a possibility? That I'm in government, I have all this money coming in, wherever.
If I tell $1 million to move, I'm moving it.
I'm moving it.
If I get $1 million out there, I'm moving it.
I'm moving it. And
Yeah.
whether that come in US currency, pounds, euros, wherever, I could put that in a bag and I could strap that on my back and I could travel from Trinidad and Tobago to Switzerland.
Right.
Easy.
Like Sunday morning.
Without being checked. And I could move my money. So, it's 6 or 1, half a dozen or the other maybe, but to me, if you're not in government then and you're not representing the state or negotiating on the state behalf on any deals internationally, you are not deserving of a diplomatic passport. Enjoy it while you're in government, but when you're not in government, give it up. Morning.
Yes, Stephan. Morning.
Yeah, man.
And that's a fact what you know today. Look, Jack Warner, right? He's a big in the whole of football. I'm right, because you're representing the country in a certain way. But short term now,
Abdul, bring the
he's just
duffel
a
bag.
member of parliament. You were to say what you doing, not other than that to say well, to uplift the state of the country or what. And Dr. Rowley, he was the prime minister. So I don't see the point in trying to raise that in a kind of way, but I think what the government should do is to let the public know. They don't have to say who it is, that it are other people who passport was recalled before Stuart Young and Dr. Oli, because it seems like I kind of want to say they call them first then, and they don't have the information then. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah. I cannot say that they are the first.
They say, Abdul, bring the duffel bag. Bring Mr. Warner, we'd like you to accept this donation and
on
behalf of considering our offer.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
And they come with all that money.
Stephan and Mr. X.
Yes,
sir.
Let me ask you a question. So, let's say I work with a company, right? And one of my perks is a car or computer, wherever. So when I resign, keep it.
Well, but this is what I'm saying.
You can't do that.
But
that's a different analogy. Eh?
No, but to your point.
Yeah, but
to your point, caller.
You're working with a company. Like, okay, there's common sense. Where's keeping the diplomatic passport for? You're not in government. Go your way. What is wrong with people? That's simple common sense. What's wrong? You see that? They don't want to derail people. Politics is something else.
All right,
they don't
no
want
problem.
to derail people. CNN propaganda, all kind of thing they do, Don't worry with them. Let them go and sleep somewhere.
All right. No problem. No, but to that point, that's the point I made earlier. If I am the prime minister and I lose an election, my party loses the next election, and I have to demit office, I have to move out of the diplomatic center immediately, right? I have to give up the PM1. I cannot use that again.
You have to go away.
There are certain, and these might be, look, we might see this as a non-issue, but to me it's a issue about flaws in our current system of transition or even the constitution, right? So I'm just seeing it as a flaw that we ought to fix. Because there ought to be a smooth transition, but then again, you had to be honest too. If you know you had to give up the damn thing when you come out of office, give it up. Don't wait for nobody to call you. Do like Jack. Say, I ain't want nobody call me and you understand. Do like that. But I just think it's a flaw in the system. And I think the flaw does not lie with specifically a PNM UNC party issue or Stuart Young or Kamala Prasad. I think the issue is immigration in doing and them not having a proper system in place or doing the work. Morning. Or putting a system in place to do their work
Stephan,
seamlessly.
I agree with you 100% what you just said here. Immigration, how to do their work. If you're not in government, and the thing is, a diplomatic passport, an official passport, it's not a file, it's just you don't get the immunity.
That's right.
But the official passport is just as good.
So what the immunity for?
So you don't, you don't know immunity. So you just do like that, you take your official passport when you when you leave office and you move ahead with business.
As far as I know, opposition senators, independent senators, all of them are afforded an official passport.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure about government senators, but you know. But that's how it is.
Switch the passport is the same thing basically.
Right, I think the official blue though. It blue? X? You ever see our official passport?
Nope.
I ain't sure the color, but yeah.
Never see one.
But all right, man.
But we find out.
Yeah.
With the money. That going on past you, you're going to say, all right, go ahead and send the money. What's something? It's so embedded in us. When central bank done, because central bank done saying a bank will transfer the money how they feel. Once they got the papers to say, yeah, we transferred it point B, it will go through.
All right.
But look who's saying it, and when they're saying it, and what events transpired around the same time. Just saying, right?
Yeah. All right, man.
Okay.
All right, man. No problem. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. Just now, hold on. Morning. Morning.
President, good morning to you, Stephan and Mr X.
Yeah, morning.
Is it possible I could go back to the initial conversation that you all had in regard to the football this morning?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
All right. Stephan, because I want to ask you this question. When a former prime minister interfered with the merit list, would you have classed that as political interference?
Of course.
Okay. So then, how could you try? Well, I don't want to accuse you, but because in my humble opinion, to me, I was trying to justify Donald Trump interference now with the FIFA decision. Because this decision didn't come just like that. This decision came by the VAR or the VAR calling the referee to the television for him to view the infringement, which means a foul.
Right.
And he went back to the field and issued the red card. That decision ought to stand. And no one should have been interfering with that decision.
Okay, but hold on.
Absolutely no one.
Hold on. We had a caller that called in this morning, and he said that, well, during the Naughty Corner segment, he lives abroad, and he said he put in the mainstream media in the Naughty Corner for suggesting that Trump made a call to the FIFA president. He said what has come out is that all Trump did was acknowledge the decision made by FIFA in a tweet. So what they're saying is that he never called FIFA and asked them to have a review.
Okay.
As was previously reported.
Okay, well, that is what he said.
Right.
That is what he said. I personally believe the New York Times reports because knowing Trump, not personally, but I do in following Trump, Trump is a person do not play by the rules. He do not play by the rules. And this is coming from a UNC supporter making this statement. He do not play by the rules. And I'm going to go a little further.
That's not. Why you say he don't play by the rules? Which rules?
He don't play by
which
X,
rules
he do not do not play.
All right, hold on. All X asking is why? Why you say that?
Well, allow me to answer. If you're following Trump do not play by the rules with nothing when coming to politics and absolutely no issue. He don't play by the rules. Go and do your research. Go and do
we
your
must do research.
Hold on.
Quite frankly, I want to finish with this. Allow me to finish with this, and I'm going to listen off air. Allow me to finish with this, and I will listen off air. Okay? As I been at, hold on, I will listen off air. I personally don't know. Well, and I listen off air. I cannot fathom or understand how it is most of the UNC supporters can actually stomach that man called Donald Trump. You all have a good morning.
Okay, no problem. You have a good morning.
You know your petticoat showing, right? You know your petticoat showing by
your petticoat real show. You call to make a statement saying that Trump don't play by the rules. Right? No, hold on. He said that Trump don't play by the rules. We ask how?
When I ask him how.
And your response is, all you're going to do all the research.
I don't understand that. You want to come up with your reasons? Why? At least 3 reasons why you come up with that statement.
The fact that you believe the New York Times article, when the New York Times article has been proven to be wrong
on many
about
occasions.
Most instances surrounding any report on Donald Trump, speaks to where you coming from. To your lack of research and lack of information.
Well, you real good. That's why you understand? The news.
Yeah, but we got to get to the 11 o'clock news. What is going on?
Any which one you want to do?
May pass.
All right, but you want it or you don't want it, Stanley? Run it. All right. So here comes the 11 o'clock news, and we'll be back after this.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest headlines.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience.
All right, people, so we're in the third and final hour. We're just about 6 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock. And as we return, we're going to get back into the discussion. Of course, 6224911. That is the landline, 3944911. That is the WhatsApp number for you guys to call. There are a lot of things, on the agenda. We have to congratulate those SEA students and the Ministry of Education. I do not know how many people saw it, but they're moving towards a different model and away from the SEA, which will not put all the pressure on the child for this one exam to determine the future. So what they're going to do is they're going to assess the child's performance over multiple years. What are your thoughts on that, X?
Well, it has been bandied about for the last 20, 25 years or more.
Yeah.
And I see nothing wrong with it. I see.
At the front. Well, I mean, the amount of time we hear about SEA this and SEA this, about time.
I think we need to look at all the models of education around the world. China, Japan, Singapore, most of the Scandinavian countries also too, Denmark, Switzerland, and move to those kinds of models that have only indicated proper social indicators for their children that comes out of schools. And the learning rate and the pass rate and all these different things. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to look around the world where there's excellence happening and pattern ourselves along those lines. So them kind of stale debates where they're talking about SC, and we've been there, done that. The vocational model has worked real good too. The Montessori model does work real good too, in terms of skills and how you deport yourself in schools. Because school is like a replica of work, You have to wear a uniform. You have to get up early in the morning. You have to do your homework. Everything of what work is, we are just churning out, students for the workplace. And once in a while, we will get the entrepreneur who just unconventional and business with schooling, too much formal schooling, but they have trades and they're very good at their trades, very good at their hands, gifted. There are people like that. They're not really good at formal education and so on, but they're very good with their hands. They're very good at vocations and different pieces of woodwork and welding and whatever.
Yeah.
And we're missing those pieces. And we also have financial geniuses too, that we have created millionaires of people that say no on the couch home. You know what I mean? There are people that didn't go to no school but are millionaires because of how they approach life and how they do things. They do things differently and you would watch the next man and scoff at him that he didn't have a degree or he didn't go to this school and he didn't go to that school and St. Mary's and wherever. You know what I mean? But there are people have millions of dollars just sitting on the couch home. There are people that just want to be gamers and are millionaires being gamers.
Yeah.
Just sitting down in a house playing a game whole day. And I'm millionaires from doing that.
Yeah, just this morning, I was looking at, we have all these social media platforms, right? We have the YouTube.
But is that the success? Is that the success rate though? Is that what you equate as success? Because everybody equates success differently.
Right.
And sometimes it might be $1 million for somebody. Sometimes it might just be living day to day and normal and
what
just
is
cool.
Success?
And what is success?
What is success?
What is success stand a man?
How do we measure success?
Man might have a nice car and tell himself when he reach, and he's successful, or he might have a nice house or something to that effect.
Yeah, because there are people who will define success based on either the simple or the complicated nature.
But look, a man living in the bush
in which they accept.
would scoff at that. A man living in the bush would scoff at that. He have acres of land planted with X amount of different crops.
And he would say that is success.
And he would say that is success. He have a remote in the corner. So a little pool in the
if
from the river.
If one thing, we had an example of that when we had the schools come in.
Yeah.
Right, because with the Holy Faith convent girls, they have high levels of expectations that they deem to be success, and that would be in the type of career that they would choose.
But who is to say that is success?
But right, so if I become a lawyer,
society would say that.
If I become a lawyer, does that make me successful because I'm a lawyer? Because I went and I studied X amount of years of law, and I joined the bar, and I became a lawyer, and I in the court, and I fighting cases, and I'm making a nice piece of money, and I live in a certain lifestyle.
Is that success?
And that lifestyle is attached to the career that I've chosen, right?
And our next man might be in a short pants with his little ass on the back, he bareback, and he's sitting on the porch in a hammock, and just watching land as far as I can survey, with everything on it, with fruit trees, everything, a little resort down at the end, so is that something? And he don't have no education.
He's planting, but he has no big education. He have a skill.
Yeah, but he have a skill.
He have a skill, and that is his level of success. It's have people who became mechanics. They fix cars for a living.
Right.
They're getting dirty every day. Every day they hand black. All under their fingernail is oil and all kind of dirt and that kind of thing. And they're doing their work, but they have a big clientele, and they're successful at what they do. Because what is success? Is success the amount of money we make, or is it the bottom line figure that you are bringing in, then there are people who they live simple lifestyles.
People scoff at that,
right?
It have people who scoff at
that.
that.
It have people who live simple lifestyles, right? It have a man will go and take a loan, take out a vehicle, and go and do rideshare. And he will do rideshare and probably offer other services with the vehicle that he has and that he paying off for still, right? But he's able to make X amount of income with that vehicle, and he is able to service his loan, pay his mortgage, and put away a savings.
That's why I don't look at people in any kind of way, because success is what you see it as. You know what I mean? Because that simple thing. They maybe never owe nobody in their life, no loans, no nothing. And just have enough money just to let you go through life. You're living life with disease free.
Yeah.
No headache. You just go out, you plant your land, you come back in, you watch some TV. If some people doing one TV in the house.
Exactly.
Just throw TV in the house. If you put a TV, put them in a house with that TV, them throw that TV.
Throw that out. So
put them in business with that.
I think
so success is what you see it as.
And you see the next thing, but the essay and the exam, what sparked this conversation here between X and I, and of course we're gonna bring you guys in on it. We teach children at a young age, right? We put it in the head that you have to aspire to be this particular way in order for me to see you as successful, right? So we have this preconceived notion that for my child to be seen by me as successful, there had to be a doctor, a lawyer, or something to that effect, right? Now, you put that in your child's head, and thereby now you create a level in life for your child at a very young age for them to achieve, because now they're trying to be what you have described to them as what is successful. But that child in their own mind, they have different ideas, they have a different direction, they have a different future that they want to pursue, and they see themselves excelling in that future as being successful. Look, today you have a lot of young people making tons of money on YouTube, like you mentioned.
Yep.
This morning I was looking at the Twitch platform, and I want to ask Technical here to put us on that platform as well, Twitch. So if how that platform works, because Twitch is big, Twitch bigger than YouTube and thing, Yeah, Twitch started off as a gaming platform for gamers, and now it has expanded into different things, right? So you have this other platform, and they are paid, and they literally wake up every morning. You have content creators, people that they don't go into our office and work. They don't have no staff to pay. They don't work among, Look, Daniel,
sure.
Daniel Lovelace. Would we say that he is successful?
He maybe think so.
Right? Because you walking around with a microphone and a cameraman saying, You know, what is this?
And he's not a dull fella, because he has his degree. I think he has his degree by now.
And he has chosen that. Though he might have other things going on in the background, investments and whatever. We don't know. But what we're seeing in front of us is a guy with a microphone asking people what they know. Right? As he asks a schoolboy, I couldn't believe it, you know. He asks the schoolboy, he say, who's the Atto Bolden Stadium named after? And the youth man say, oh God, boy, that kind of hard question you starting with, boy. You couldn't ask for something easier, boy. The youth man scratching his head, the thing. He said, boy, I don't know, you know. I don't know any man. He called some names and things, but he didn't call it Atto Bolden at all. And then he said, okay, he tried to help the youth man. He said, let me ask you something. The Brian Lara Stadium, who that name after? Yeah, Brian Lara. He's a cricketer, so I know that. He said, okay, who is the Atto Bolden Stadium named after? Small man like, God, boy. Who that name after, boy? It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. You understand what I'm telling you?
How the brain works.
How the brain works. It's or does not work. In that case. But I'm just saying.
11 ton of bricks.
Yeah.
And 11 ton of feather. Which one heavier?
Both is 11 tons.
Right.
So it don't make a difference. But some people say the bricks.
Right.
And forget that it's 11 tons you're dealing with. It's you know, it's all your frame
things. It would just be
a
smaller package.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, in terms of success, how do we measure that for our children? How do we measure success for ourselves? Morning.
Hey, morning, Mr. X, and morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yes, I.
Well, I hear twice in the news there with some tsunami in Ottawa, where there's preparing people in Ottawa, Miao, in case of a tsunami.
Why?
I want to know
when that was.
Ottawa, Miao?
It now come over all the news there.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard something to that effect, yeah.
I hear it on all the 2 news for the morning.
All right,
yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I really want to know, as somebody who in Ottawa, I really want to know what is the plan and the mobilization and the education that if a tsunami really come into Ottawa, Miao, because that is a place if it really come in, their partner. And you and Stephan driving through the coconut to Manzan at the same time. I had to tell all your Baba in advance. But anyhow, we have to have some educational program on this thing, what they just not advertising in case and prepare, and what they call the environment people and them is to kind of give us more program on that. Right. And another thing too, the whole problem, I hear a caller calling about Trump, and like everything with Trump probably in Trinidad here is fake news. But outside in America, the people and them doing all kind of investigation that way he enriching his family, he enriching himself, he doing all kind of things, and he say he ain't care about poverty, you know. All after one and night after we move the name off of the Kennedy Center, plus they boo him in a basketball game. So I don't know if in Trinidad here we more on Trump than America people who not on Trump. And 2 again. 3, I hear about the pan thing and the stick and the throwing down at the pan. I don't know if it's frustrated, the police getting frustrated, and they're dealing with the little girl, now they're dealing with the pan, and they're dealing with the small things, although 17 of them might be get some kind of suspension or wherever it is. I don't know if they're trying to clean up the mess, and they're just being frustrated, and they're looking to take it out on the population of the people. I agree. It is long outstanding. Corruption needs to adjust. So I have nothing to say about who they lock up for the threats and these things, because according to Abu Bakr, they say one time, not the little fella in Lavanti and Mova and Belmont is the devil, and the white and the Syrian and the Chinese and them is angels. So everything we feel, and only have a nice day, but I want a little more on this tsunami thing in Ottawa, Miaro, to educate the people to be prepared if this thing really takes place. Only have a good day, and thanks for taking my call. X, I will see you later.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah. All right, so what the news report said is that the possibility of a tsunami prompted residents of Ottawa Mayaro to take part in a community evacuation simulation aimed at improving emergency preparedness. So it's like a dry run. Right, X?
Yeah.
The exercise coordinated by the Habitat for Humanity Trinidad and Tobago, the Disaster Management Unit, and the Regional Corporation tested residents' ability to respond during a tsunami event. And feedback gathered from participants will be used to strengthen the community's evacuation plan and boost resilience in the face of future emergencies. So it's the possibility of a tsunami that prompted a fire drill, so to speak, in the community, saying, okay, let's test the community and see how they would respond in the event that there is a tsunami. Right? So that is what took place. Right? And it's an exercise that like what he's asking, in terms of preparing people, that is what the exercise was for. Right? So that is what they just did an exercise in the event. Right? And then they gather the information, they will say, okay, we were lacking in ABC, but we were strong in these aspects of the exercise, so we need to strengthen these aspects where we kind of drop the ball and improve on it. And nothing is wrong with that. So that is what do you call it? Proactive. Proactive thinking and a proactive exercise. So that's as it relates to that. Right, so 622-4911, 622-4911. Yeah. Success. How do we measure that? Morning.
Morning. Mr. X and Mr. Stephan, good morning.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
I just pulled better. I had also calling this morning here now because your program earlier on the next frequency, you had so much traffic in it that I couldn't get in.
Right.
That man who you tried to question and debate, brother, I ended up bouncing up on something similar so on a talk show yesterday in this country. But when you tell him, you ask him, man, name the portfolio of an opposition MP in the government. He can't answer you properly at all and still trying to justify what he's calling. That is part of the propaganda machinery that we must be careful about. I want to say what I experienced last night. Last night when I tried to put in a program yesterday evening where the community centers is where you gather these people, is where you could set up trends, you could set whatever you want in place from the community center. You know, callers, about 2 callers, don't think that's making sense using the community center. When I explain to them, that is the only avenue the politicians is use. These kind of people here, who them is? Them is the people who tell us that the MP have more power than the councillor, while the councillor is supposed to be more powerful because you can see a councillor every time, a councillor always there to mobilize the people. It's certain people like those callers that make MPs and ministers hard to see.
Right.
So we have to be careful of them and be mindful of these propagandists and them. Always stay away from good contribution. And I want to close by saying the little football competition that's going on. Mr. X said about that by the 9th story there. Yeah, to pass and get them and visit and see what's going on and see where the captain we come looking to pull youth together to put them in a position where the Ministry of Sports can nurture them and keep the community together to break down the borderline, because that is all we have to deal with in this country to fix it. You see the cargo here and the cargo there, they go car work here and they go car work there, and there will be a problem in your own community. Good morning, lockdown and extension.
All right, man, no problem. Yeah. 622-4911, 394-4911 is the WhatsApp line. We're going again. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Good morning. I am responding to a caller who called you all earlier this morning concerning diplomatic passport. And who was suggesting that the passport should be cut in the end and some cancel without prejudice. And Mr. X and yourself was asking him where he got that information from. I am going to make available to you guys 2 passports, no, 1 passport. You don't have 2, but 1 chance to get out to you this before the week is out. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. But X explained that he has his 2 passports and they're stapled together because of the visa issue, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you see, understand where the visa issue would be a problem with the diplomatic passport because visa is 10 years.
I finished my passport.
Term in office is 5.
I finished my passport before it expired.
Before it expired?
Yeah, and to finish a passport is not very. That is when I was traveling heavy.
You run through the world, boy.
What? No, that was when I was traveling heavy at one time.
Traveling more than Stuart John.
Yeah.
Morning!
Gentlemen, good morning again.
Yes, dear.
So I would like to highlight 2 critical issues. And you all will agree with me when I'm finished. It is all well and good that we have a lovely country and we invite friends and things to come through the airport. But I want to make a apply to PTSD this morning. 3 times I travel on the Piarco Port of Spain route with the bus. It is unacceptable that they keep sending defective buses on that route. I mean, they are sending those buses that the high bus that used to run Saudi $10, the coach. The defective coach are working that route. It is unacceptable that you have to be taking so long to reach Port of Spain from Piarco. It comes like you're in a choo-choo train. I really wish PTSD management could look into that. When you sit close to the driver, you see the driver actually forcing to get the gear in. It is unacceptable in this 21st century. Another issue is one within my community. Mr. X, I talked to you about this when you was on the other media. Shokona's Borough Corporation seems not to want to understand the importance of the influx of thousands of people living within the community, within the borough surrounding, especially Edinburgh 500. Under Jack Warner, they had opened the Bailey Bridge. I don't know if you're aware, both gentlemen, if you're aware of the Bailey Bridge by Montrose after KFC that connects to 500. That bridge, I have wrote the Ministry of Work on numerous occasions. In 2011, they wrote me back. They came pick me up 6 o'clock. We went and checked the bridge. The nuts and the bolts are loosening. We had about 2 young ladies' body found under the bridge. I want to ask, plead on your behalf, 1, that the corporation, through the mayor, the aldermen and them, and the councillor attend to that bridge, do something about it. The walkway on the side, there's a wire that is there on both sides to protect children, especially from falling. I passed the 11 o'clock Friday night walking home, and my finger was ripped apart because there's no lights around the bridge, no lights nowhere, and the wires are cut out. So you're holding on to the boat pipe for safety to walk, not to fall in the river, and you're at the mercy of having your finger ripped apart. It happened to me. It could happen to other people. I got complaints from the residents who live in right there about the darkness. If you could use your Goodley station, appeal to the mayor. There's 4 aldermen sitting in the corporation, and I know for a fact 2 passes there every day. And I don't know why they are drawing pay. These are issues aldermen supposed to be picking up when the councillors don't pick up this issue. So I really hope that these issues can be addressed. Thank you for your time.
Okay, dear, no problem. All right. Let me see what you have here, boy. Just now. I'm gonna deal with that.
Nobody again. So once again, what I'm about to say has nothing to do with what we're talking about there, right? But let's say it had a trade in illicit drugs and illicit oil, as it normally does across the world, using American dollars, right? And for the last, I don't know, let's say 10 years, and all involved a well-oiled machine. And certainly for such a thing to happen, you'd have people at the top in, let's say, I don't know, Venezuela, and people at the top in, I don't know, let's say, Curacao, right? But then Donald Trump walks into Venezuela, put a man in the back pocket and walk back out. And all of a sudden, the whole thing collapsed. But those in the middle now are caught in the middle, holding the bag, quite literally. Right. It may be made of leather. It may be made of cocos. I don't know. You don't know. Could be a market bag, right? You're left holding the bag.
He can let me just
And you had to get the bags out.
Yeah,
right? But those bags used to have to go first to get washed because they're dirty bags. They can't put a dirty bag on a plate. Right? So the laundry mats, wash the bag, right? And then put it on the plate. So the bag clean. The people on the plate can't be vexed because the bag wash. But then somebody find the bag and it find window. This bag dirty. So they go hold the bag. We better not even have plenty more bags out there. Right? Because the ship is sinking. You know what happened when the ship sink?
Right.
The rats scatter. So you're going to get more bags. Another thing showing up. I just said, right? Nothing to do with what I talk about. But there one more around this whole thing. Curiously enough, you all are talking about curious case of Stuart Young's diplomatic passport. And diplomatic passports are curious things. They have two very curious features about them. The holder of a diplomatic passport is immune. He has something called diplomatic immunity. And there's something called diplomatic bag or pouch. It don't have to be a bag, but we'll get into that. So diplomatic immunity stems from countries allowing for negotiation in war. You could be at full-blown war, but then you reach the point where you want to negotiate, you send an emissary, and that emissary cannot be harmed. Or the understanding is that emissary will not be harmed. So that there can be free negotiation without threat. Right? The modern day diplomat stems from that. And the tradition continues that anyone as a diplomat entering a country is immune from the laws of that country. Right? The diplomatic pouch or bag is similar because it is in effect property of the country sending it along with their diplomats. And as such again must be immune. And it's not necessarily a bag. It doesn't have to be a bag. It could be any container. It could literally be a shipping container. Right? Now, the two countries will have to negotiate to what extent they would allow the size of the container and all of that. Right? But the point is, a diplomatic pouch or bag is immune. Cannot be opened. Cannot be scrutinized in any way. Cannot be scanned. Right? So it is curious that this curious diplomatic passport comes at a curious time when bags are in the news, owned by a company, a curious company that has connections to this curious guy. It's all very curious.
It's all very curious.
All very curious.
Yeah, I love radio for you. I love it. Oh my goodness, am I telling you? 622-4911. It's all curious. A lot of curious things happening. You know what I mean? And we're in the middle of this whole World Cup and everything that's going on, right?
You know something? When Kamala Prasad, we sit down with her National Security Council, you could imagine the kind of information that's flying during that
session. Yeah.
The kinds of information that's flying. And the right timing and strategy to use it.
Or to be a fly on a wall.
Yeah,
Morning.
Yeah.
Yes, gentlemen, good morning to you.
Morning, man.
Morning.
Go ahead.
Diplomatic immunity does not mean that a person is immune from prosecution. You know, that is granted by the home state. It can be revoked in certain circumstances. Right? So don't let it ever believe because you have diplomatic immunity that you are free. You can do anything in the people country. It do work so.
Well,
right? Can be withdrawn.
Well, I would kind of. I wouldn't totally agree with that statement. I wouldn't totally agree with that statement. It can be withdrawn if certain countries.
It can be revoked,
but
only by the diplomat's home country.
Yep.
But right here, as he was talking, I can diplomatic immunity be revoked?
It can be.
No, remember we talked about that this morning. We could get all the information at right. So diplomatic immunity can be revoked, but only by the diplomat's home country.
Yeah.
The host country cannot unilaterally revoke it, though they can expel the diplomat.
Right.
So they could expel him and say, hey, you're not a coming here. Right? But beyond that, right, it could only be revoked by the host country. And the host country has two main options when a diplomat breaks the law. Request a waiver. So the host nation can formally ask the diplomat's home country to waive the immunity. because immunity belongs to the state rather than the individual.
Which it is this one.
Only the sending government can choose to give it up and allow the host nation to prosecute. I will repeat that. Only the sending government can choose to give it up and allow the host nation to prosecute. This is rarely done, meaning it is rare. It does not happen often. To the callers,
really.
But it has happened in cases of severe crime.
But it happened in movies, though.
Right? Now, here the other part. You could declare persona non grata.
Yep.
Right? If the home country refuses to waive immunity, or if the host country just wants the diplomat gone, they can declare the diplomat persona non grata. This revokes their diplomatic protection, and if they are not recalled by their government or do not leave the country within a reasonable time frame, they can be arrested and face the host country's justice system. So what you are saying, once again, you're making a blanket statement to make it sound like, well, you know, when you have a diplomatic passport, you could still go before the courts because it could be revoked. But for it to be revoked, picture this, right? I am the host country. I'm the prime minister, or I am in charge of the host country. And X has a diplomatic passport. And me and X going down like Tonto and the Lone Ranger. Right? And X goes to Stanley Augustus' country.
Right.
Where Stanley is the man. And Stanley say, hey, you break a law. Right?
Yeah.
The only way that Stanley could take action against X is if I, who's X partner, revoke his diplomatic passport.
Yep.
It's only if I, as X partner, don't say, hey, X, leave the people country and come back home.
Yep.
But outside of that, which court X going in front of? He can't go in front of no court. He can't be tried by no justice system unless I, who's the partner, revoke it. So what you're saying there in essence, well, is a pie in the sky dream that you're trying to sell. You understand what I'm saying? That pie in the sky dream. So when you're calling, like we say, make sure your T's crossed and your I's dotted, or your T's dotted and your I's crossed. Which one out of the two? Which one you decide? Whichever way you decide to go, that is up to you. Right? So that pie in the sky, you try to sell there. Morning.
Morning, gentlemen. The issue of diplomatic immunity. In countries where you don't have government structure and you've been issued a diplomatic passport, you really think you land in a sane country? Because they have insane countries there.
Of course.
Who believe in insane countries, right?
Yeah.
America is not an insane country. We may have insane states.
Yes.
And insane local governments. Not an insane Democratic Party. But
yeah, like the insane people who try to convince you that a boy could be a girl and a girl could be a boy.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're going to tell me somebody land from, let's say, Somalia. A guy from Somalia lands in the middle of JFK or Miami International or Houston International, wherever. You really think he could flip his diplomatic passport and say, well, I have diplomatic immunity? Well, if you remember Lethal Weapon 2, remember what happened when the guy flashed his diplomatic passport to Danny Glover? What he said, revoke. No, but that's just a movie. But in reality, it is still left to the discretion of the government. Now, depending on what country you are, if you don't want to cause a world war or a conflict or whatever, the most you can do is send them back and ban them from coming to the country and let the government of that country deal with it. For example, you had guys with diplomatic immunity who was raping people. Right? You're going to tell me you have immunity for that? You matter what? So you have your borderlines as far as diplomatic immunity is concerned. But I want to have diplomatic immunity for stupidity. Stupid people, we should be immune from them. That's what. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Take care.
Man. No problem. Yeah, but even in a case like that, you still have to depend. You would still have to depend, even if somebody has committed a crime. You would still have to depend on the host, not the host nation, the home nation, to revoke it.
Yeah.
And we know that man does protect each other.
And our sources are Google, right?
Yeah.
Google and ChatGPT and so on, right? Just saying.
Yeah. And I just saying in all right, like he mentioned rape, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just go and take a look at Akil Chambers' issue. Right? Where certain people were protected in that scenario, right?
And still protected.
And still protected up to today.
One died.
Right? So you think a man carrying a diplomatic passport go over there and commit an act like that and ain't gonna be protected by
imagine seamen from two different guys.
Yeah.
In government.
Yeah. One dead and the next one still around.
Were found inside that little boy's rectum.
Mm-hmm.
And you trying to tell me you walk free
and you walk free. Nobody can get hold for that.
And you supposed to like these people?
Exactly. That's why I can't understand. You see, that's why I can't understand with people who take certain positions, right? Like the fellow we're calling and say, he don't understand how UNC supporters could stomach Donald Trump, right? Because Donald Trump don't play by the rules and Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that. Well, obviously he listening to one side of the media.
He done caught. He
reported.
Done
so he probably believe Trump don't like black people and all kind of thing, right? Which we know is nonsense. Which I know is nonsense because I have seen the whole history. Like the media don't report that in his first term he increased funding to black universities in the form of hundreds of millions of dollars, right? To bring them up to
HSBUs.
Right? That's right. Trump did that. Obama didn't. Trump did. And he did it again in this term, right? But you had to go on, you see the CNN and them don't report that. So if you're watching CNN and MSNBC and them stations, you wouldn't know that.
It would be a
right?
critical thing.
But my point is this, right? We have people who try to justify, like we're talking about the same people that was involved in the Akil Chambers thing, right?
Right.
And they will call and try to justify this, that, and the other, and thing and whatever. And they forget, but wait, now that happened. So if you're supporting that, then you're also supporting what happened there with Akil Chambers, right? And on the same front, the same fella, he probably supports or would vote Democrat. So he would vote for the Democrats in America, right? But that's the same Democrats that telling you your little boy could be a girl and your little girl could be a boy. That's the same Democrats that telling you that a man could compete in women's sports.
Get up and get a feeling.
You understand what I'm telling you?
I'm feeling to be a boy today.
Right. So me, if you want to know why I could stomach a man like Trump, is because Trump come and say all that nonsense done.
Yeah.
It had no such thing as that. It only have two genders. Common sense. You understand? Do I agree with the way that he goes around?
No.
With everything? No, I don't agree with everything that he does and maybe the way that he does it. But on the basic principles of life and existence and certain other things, yeah, give me that any day. Because I will never, you could never see me supporting somebody that trying to convince me that it have more than two genders. You can imagine that? Yeah? All my life, I know it are male and female.
Man get up and shift the goalpost back.
And a man try to shift that, and they just try, you know.
Every year
they shift it and get people to believe in that, you know.
Yeah.
In order to sell an agenda, you know. For the trans and whomever, right? So
Tim trying to put tampon in the boys' bathroom.
In the boys' bathroom, yeah. Man using woman toilet and all kind of thing. They call it what?
Unisex?
Unisex toilet. And a man walking in a woman toilet and all kind of thing. And pulling out the lolo and women there and
having a good
you understand?
time.
And like it's nothing. Yeah, that cool because he identifies as a woman.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And all that nonsense they was talking. That is what they support.
And these books are them in the curriculum.
And putting all kind of book in the school for little children. So you support that. You could stomach that. All a good week. Hey, let me take the break, We're 15 minutes away from the hour 12 o'clock. What we just say? Ideology and what?
Interest.
Interests and ideology. That is politics. Interests and ideology.
So you see what the ideology was?
Yeah. So which idea? So then what is you understand what I'm saying? If you support one and you don't support the other, then you have to support the other ideology then.
Well, yeah.
So you have to believe it are more than two genders.
Mm.
And nothing wrong with a man competing in women's sports.
Nah, nothing wrong with that. That good.
Mm.
And there was moving the goalpost more. There was moving the goalpost more.
If there was moving it more, brother man.
If they get 5 more years, if they get 4 more years, you know what happened?
Jesus. But yeah, I need want to know what happened. Huh? So amen. I say in hallelujah.
They might have put in P in the alphabet soup.
P?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! In the alphabet soup, the LLB. Right, yes.
Putting P in it.
Yes, pedophiles.
And make that acceptable because they were lobbying to. There was lobbying for that to happen, for it
of
to
course they were
become
lobbying
normal.
for that to happen. The next thing I just can't understand too with them, they create this narrative with the Epstein files, right?
Mm.
But who really see Epstein files?
Well, Trump himself.
So, as a political opponent now, boy,
Mm.
and you see this man coming, he coming up in an election and he gonna beat you. Why Biden and them didn't release it?
Well,
and they had all this thing on the Trumpster, so why didn't they release it? And people actually believe these things, right? But what they don't read about is that, remember, he had banished Epstein from Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is long before the news and everything came out with Epstein.
Right.
And in banishing him from Mar-a-Lago, he actually called the FBI and reported Epstein.
Yep.
And that's how the FBI started to investigate.
Well, this is why.
And nobody talks, and them so they ain't talking about that.
This is why I waited on the caller to done talk and ask him a very simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Where has he brought? Where does he do his own
where
thing?
Where it is that he doesn't play by the rules.
He may skirt it sometimes.
Exactly, but he skirts it within within the
confines of
the law. That is like you see, he makes his statement. You have Congress.
Mm-hmm.
How much arms does government in the US have? You have the Senate, you have the Congress, you have the Senate. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to go through
all of them.
All of that.
To break the rules.
Then you have the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is a man that they try to when they had him in court with the matters, right?
Mm.
All them thing where they accuse them of was misdemeanors, you know.
Yep.
And they make it, what do you call it? They upgraded it.
Mm.
Just for that case, you know.
Yep.
Because they was trying to string him up, you know. So, but then they don't read about them thing. MSNBC and CNN don't report that.
So
and all I saying, you just had to be balanced. So I just listen to both ends and then I just pick sense out of nonsense. That's me. Right?
Yeah, Mode?
Nah. But we're going to take the break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up. I see we have a couple calls to take still. Look, let me take this call. Morning, Cody. Break real short now. Just play with
Mr. X
okay.
and Stephan, I just want to tell you one thing. Donald Trump has to wake up pretty early in the morning for me to believe that he like African people.
And why? Hold on.
No, but I want to say why.
Go ahead.
Barack Obama set a process to put Harriet Tubman on the U.S. $5 bill.
Mm.
He has come and he has done away with the process. Because there are
and that mean he ain't like black people.
That Harriet Tubman is not a great American and she should have been charged for stealing the property of Americans by freeing slaves from the South. So if he could align himself with that, you have to wake up pretty early in the morning to make me believe that Donald Trump like Africans.
So hold on.
Yes.
So you have eliminated his whole history of helping African people.
Well, hear what his history is.
No.
In New York City,
go ahead.
he and his father had a series of apartments, and the federal government had to take them to court.
Yes, blah, blah,
because
blah. We know about that, yes.
We
know about that,
there
yes.
were some laws, and they were
Yes, wherever. And why did he support Jesse Jackson?
He supported support Jesse Jackson when?
He supported Jesse Jackson.
He
Trump
probably wanted
financed.
something from
Hold on. When Jesse Jackson was going up for president, it is Donald Trump that helped finance Jesse Jackson campaign.
So
you
he
know
was
that?
against Ed Kush.
No.
the mayor,
Hold on.
And he was against Al Gore,
Do
who
you
was going
know?
up for
Yes,
president.
but he was a Democrat. He supported Jesse Jackson. He gave
well,
Jesse. Hold on. All they like to talk.
Yes.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
He gave Jesse Jackson. Not only did he help finance his campaign, he also gave him a place to use in Trump Tower absolutely free to set up his headquarters. So why do that? You like black
let me put
people?
it to you this way. As far as I'm concerned,
You like them?
those that dropped in the bucket
You like,
compared
no.
to the
There are many more. There are many more.
Nobody.
There is many more. There is Solia, Eric.
We know see why you're not paying
Eric,
us.
you're talking rubbish. All they must go and learn the history of that fella. You do not know his history. You do not know his history. Donald Trump. Hold on. You don't know his history. You say you calling specifically to say you'd have to wake up pretty early in the morning to believe that you like black people. And I'm telling you must go and learn the history of that fella. That fella was loved and adored in the black community. That is why. Hold on. Because of things that he did in the black community and support that he gave to the black community. The history is there. Go and watch all the interviews with Oprah Winfrey and all of them before he went Republican. How did they love and adore him?
I know when Jack brought Donald Trump to Trinidad for the Miss Universe.
You talking about, oh God.
I know the history, you know.
No, that's not the history. You still don't know the history. You must
well,
go and learn the
I know
history.
the history about Donald Trump.
No, you must go and learn the history. You don't know the history. You don't know the history. Did you know that he gave? Did you know that he increased? Did you know that he increased funding for black universities by $200 and something million in the first
No,
year?
I did not know that, and I have to research it.
Well, go and research
now
it.
I say
Because
every
university has put the heavy amount
and
university
research
in
it.
America that doesn't
Yeah, what going
support
on?
him.
Do your research and then come back.
I do my research and I
Because
give
I'm
the next
telling you,
opinion. Thank you
I
for
am
coming
telling
in.
you. Yeah, go ahead.
Eric, you're not a critical thinker.
You're not
right?
thinking, brother.
You think you're bright. You think you're bright. In your own words, you're thinking you're bright. In your own world, you're thinking you're bright.
Let me explain you something.
But
Let me ask you something.
You're not really a critical thinker.
Let me ask you something, right? There was a in his first term as well. Oh God, he was responsible for the release of countless people of African American descent who were sitting down in prison.
Right.
Right? He do all of that, you know. It's not a woman that stand up. She was in jail serving her term, and he signaled the intention to do these reviews and things on these matters. And a lot of the people that were released from imprisonment was people of African descent. Right? And they told the stories that they had to go back and just get the specifics and things, because I don't really study Trump and American politics and things per se, but American politics does set a lot of policy globally, right?
Right.
So it's something that you had to follow. But there were things like that he did, but it was never reported. There are places in Africa with children and schools and stuff that he has donated to. You understand what I'm telling you? There was one announcer.
Yeah, but you would always hear one side of the.
It's one side of the story. That's what CNN and MSNBC and them just tell you.
Nobody is always
try to paint the man in a particular
Trump
light.
To Kamala, and when you look at the ideologies and interests that playing in terms of how it is playing out, it's almost the same kind of scenario. You listen to one side of the equation and you're forming opinions on one side of the equation. You're not taking everything into consideration and balancing out an opinion.
Exactly.
And that's why I tell Eric, you're not very bright guy.
He gone back to the real estate thing. He gone back to the real estate thing.
You know what I mean? We ain't saying he's the best, though.
Exactly.
We never say he's the best.
Nobody ain't saying the man perfect.
We ain't saying he not lose cannon at times, wherever.
Exactly.
But where has he broken the rules really, and where has he done things that are outside of his remit?
You understand what I'm telling you? You know, it had an interview. This big clown, Don Lemon, or one of them went to do an interview right there in New York.
Yeah.
And he went to a barber shop. And they was talking about Trump and he ain't liking black people and all kind of thing. And the barber and them had to put the man in the place. They said, what you talking about? They say, you know how much people African descent Trump does employ? You understand? And they give the man a whole, it was documented in an interview. And they put the man in the place. They say, brother, we do not know that, you know. That is rhetoric, that is narrative, that is false narrative being created. We don't know him to be like that.
Right.
There's people, how much people do you think there's work in Trump Tower?
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, but how much people you feel used to work in Trump Tower? How many black employees, right? Because you would have employed plenty of people, right? This is where common sense is coming. How many black employees, whether past or present, has ever come out and stated that he don't like black people? People that work for him.
Well,
but you don't think that with the amount of hate and thing that everybody does push on the MSNBC and the CNNs, right? The mainstream media. You don't think that at least maybe one or two of those people would have come out and say something along those lines if it was true?
Well, I guess it's supposed to.
Well, but not one, zero, nil. You understand? So you just had to weigh out where you're getting your information. You see, like how we said this morning, where you're getting your information from?
Right.
You see why it's important? Let me take the break, eh?
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTD News is everywhere, on the ground.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays.
2 minutes away from the hour of 12 o'clock. We got to wrap things up this morning, right? But listen, if anything I learned this morning, both over on my television show and here, is Lord Father Boy. People just don't do research. They don't go on research. You understand what I say next? And that's a bit disturbing. You know what I mean? Research is a hell of a thing, you know. It's had to go and
critical thinking is a hell of a thing. You see, critical thinking about you're getting certain sources of information, but you don't critically analyze both sides of the information and come up with an informed position. You come up with an informed position based on one side of the equation, and that can never be a critical thinker. That's not how it works. You know, and why doesn't need a business of them on the shop?
Oh boy, it's a tricky world that we live in, eh? But it's a very adversarial world too. You understand?
Right.
The politics, very adversarial, and people do. What is going on here? I realized that shutdown. This come off. All right, that's still on. But I don't know why. All right, this was minimized and it come back up. You understand? Anyway. Anyhow, moving on from that, we have football to study 3 o'clock. We're 3 hours away from Portugal, Spain.
Yes, that we talking about, man.
What you thinking, real quick? We have a minute.
Portugal 2.
What? You feel 2?
Yeah.
2-0?
2-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
Well, I go win my bet. Both teams will score. I don't know about the US and Belgium later.
Yeah,
I might cash out that bet.
That game real hard to tell.
If I get enough money, I'll cash out the bet. I can cash it out, eh?
Yeah.
Ah, boy. Relief is here. What going on?
Right.
Thunderstorm something outside still?
Nah.
You ain't gonna tell us. No, we just walk out into it. All right, no problem. X, say.
Even the dullest of minds have the genius of expressing the obvious. Stop walking around the town with your blinkers on and just mirror in that post. Have a good day, TNT. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Mind your business.
So we are out. Oh God, we give you a whole the first step act. That was it.
Which one?
That is the act that is his biggest bipartisan accomplishment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He reduced the mandatory minimum sentences for certain non-violent federal offenses and expanded good time credits, allowing eligible inmates to earn earlier release.
Obama ain't do that, but the racists do it.
And, yeah, the racists do it.
Yeah, the racists do it, but the Obama ain't do it.
And that was responsible for countless African Americans getting out of jail early. Anyway, we are out for today. Until tomorrow, people.